talking to me?
Tough and smart, and I love Italian, so, he's definitely Italian.
At least I have this show to come and talk about it and let some stuff up.
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
The Vic Porcelli Show.
Good morning, Friday, freedom fighters. Hiya, Kenny.
Good morning, Vic.
You are a freedom fighter, man. You know that?
So are you, buddy.
There's not too many more patriotic people in this country than you. And that's how I feel. And that's how I feel. Okay, Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday!
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? All right, so David Stokes, the heavyweight champion of municipal policy at the Show-Me Institute, coming up in a bit. I hope he's patient. We got something very special coming up in just a second. Larry Connors, the commander, at 9:25 today. Vic for Vets today. Do not miss it, okay? It's going to be, I don't want to say it's the best one. It's not what I was going to say, and that's not what I'm going to say. But it's going to be one of the most emotional ones that we've done.
And different.
Way different. Way different.
And submitted by a listener. And I thought it was awesome.
I love you guys for doing that. Thank you so much. Ken, too. Vic for Vets at 10:05. What are you watching with Kathy Kaiser at 10:25? 10:41, we're going to do one of our favorite new things called What the?
What the?
Yeah,
Beep.
it's a lot of fun. Ann Schlafly is going to be, from the Eagle Forum. She's the chairperson of Eagle Forum, and they're having an event that Tim Jones is the MC of. And Ken sent me a flyer of it, and it's so cool to see Ann Schlafly and Tim Jones sitting across from each other there on the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she, the daughter of Phyllis Schlafly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we know how great Phyllis Schlafly was. Chat box at 11:25, wheel of audio clips at 11:41. Well, Ken, today is, I don't know how to word this.
Pre-Flag Day, right?
Yeah, Flag Day's over the weekend. And I'm not coming on the weekend. You?
No.
So.
But we do have a show that re-aired, like the best of the Vic Porcelli Show on Saturdays, by the way, at 3 p.m.
Is that's the 13th. Okay, anyway. So Flag Day is this weekend. So we would like to do, because every Flag Day we do a special version of the Pledge of Allegiance, Ken. And who is that? Who does it?
This is a special extended version of the Pledge of Allegiance from Red Skelton.
Everybody's ears just picked up on that. Go right ahead.
I remember a teacher that I had. Now, I went through the 7th grade. I went to the 7th grade. And I left home when I was 10 years old because I was hungry. And I used to, this is true. I work in the summer and I go to school in the winter. But I had this one teacher. He was the principal of the Harrison School in Vincennes, Indiana. To me, this was the greatest teacher, a real sage of my time, anyhow. He had such wisdom. And we were all reciting the Pledge of Allegiance one day. And he walked over, this little old teacher. Mr. Laswell was his name. Mr. Laswell. And he says, I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester. And it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. If I may I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge, dedicate all of my worldly goods to give without self-pity, allegiance, my love and my devotion to the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts freedom is everybody's job. United. That means that we have all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose. All divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose. And that's love for country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people. And it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation, meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others. For all. For all. Which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance: under God. Wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that is a prayer and that would be eliminated from schools too?
Doesn't get any better than that, Ken.
No.
Red Skelton, the guy who was so funny, 4 minutes of nothing but seriousness about this country,
Right.
and what it means to him. Just a couple quick things, then we'll get to Dave, okay? I love the phrase Old Glory. It's one of my favorite ways to refer to the flag.
Yeah.
There were 48 states when he was young, 48 states when I was born. Then Alaska and Hawaii came in 59. I was born in 58. The under God part, I just love that he threw that in there. And when he said, so blessed by God, so he threw God in there, even though it wasn't in the actual words of the pledge when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Laswell. We talk about it all the time. We don't call teachers by their first name.
Right.
Mr. Laswell, Mr. Bramo,
Mr.
Give me
Gallagher.
one. There you go, Mr. Gallagher. So we do that every Flag Day. I hope you enjoy it. And I think people do. I think people like it. All right, let's get serious here, Kenny. And let's talk to the heavyweight champion of municipal policy at the Show-Me Institute, David Stokes. Dave, thanks for being patient, but we got to do the Flag Day version of the pledge.
It was fantastic. I loved listening to it.
All right. So besides a couple of things that we have written down here, I have a third thing, and I might start with that. Bill Eigel, running for St. Charles County Executive, wants to get rid of personal property tax. You on board on that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I am. Now, there's plenty of follow-up questions.
Mm-hmm.
As your listeners know, as listeners of the station know, who've heard me on this show and others, I would generally be considered pro-property tax, meaning that as much as people may hate them, property taxes impact economic growth much less than other taxes, much less than income taxes and earnings taxes in particular. So I don't look at selling property for getting rid of personal property taxes. It's better when our property taxes are based on land and buildings than when they're based on mobile things like cars and boats and livestock. And property taxes, you pay livestock owners in rural Missouri pay lots of property taxes. Well, not lots, but they pay property taxes. So to have a system more based on your house, your business, and your land, and getting rid of the parts that are based on your car, I think that would be a good switch off, even if it involves, a revenue neutral switch, which it probably would be, because, the county can get rid of its personal property tax, but you can't force a school district to get rid of theirs without giving them the right to raise the taxes on the real estate to offset it. So even if it's not a tax cut, I would still generally be in favor of that switch.
Well, that's fair, I think, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on it because when Bill said it, I think it was Ken that said, well, see what David Stokes has to say about that.
Right.
So we did.
Yeah.
All right. So,
But that's just a personal property tax that he's
yeah,
talking about. And look,
I think that's the most important one, Dave. I really do.
well, people find it annoying to have to go in and pay the tax on the car because, of course, you do pay a sales tax. Unlike a house, you pay your sales tax when you buy your car,
Yes.
and you still have to register it with a license plate each year. So the personal property tax is annoying. Let me tell you this, though, that if St. Charles County government were to adopt the tax system in St. Louis County, where you have different tax rates for residential, agricultural, commercial, and personal property, and St. Charles can do this if they wanted to. If they did that and then took their personal property tax for the county alone down to zero, which they have a right, which they could do, the people should realize, though, that would be a very, very small tax cut for the average St. Charles County resident. The percent of their tax bill that comes from the county is very small. So St. Charles County could do this tomorrow with the county personal property tax rate if they wanted to, but the average county taxpayer would barely notice. It's not to say it shouldn't be done, but unless you can convince the school districts and the fire districts and the St. Charles Ambulance District to get on board at the same time, people aren't really going to see much of a cut.
And Dave, the reason why the personal property tax hits me so hard is because, okay, I buy it, I paid for it, and I'm renting it. Every year I pay, that's the definition of renting.
My wife could not grab the concept when we moved here. She was like, what? All right, let's move on, Dave, because we're running out of time already. I'm sorry about that. I can't believe Ladue has never had apartments, and now there's some pushback to finally getting maybe their first ever apartments. Everybody seems to be pushing back on apartments.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with apartments. That's the place I want to start with. This sort of knee-jerk automatic reaction because somebody wants to put in apartments, I think, is misplaced. So there's opponents of this apartment complex, generally speaking, at the sort of south and west of the corner of Litzinger and McKnight, on the very sort of south edge of Ladue, right by Rock Hill, right there, and close to Brentwood. They're raising a lot of concerns. The most legitimate one is the flooding issue. That's by far the most legitimate concern, and could be in and of itself enough to be cause to stop this development. Bob Chris at WashU is a friend of mine, is an international expert in these things, and he's raised a lot of, I think, legitimate concerns about flooding along that creek right there, what would happen with substantial development right there. Other than that, I think concerns about, more kids in the schools and traffic, I think many of those things are often overstated, and just, I think concerns about people renting apartments near you, like I have apartments near my house in U City. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So I think those concerns are often dramatically overstated. But in this particular instance, the flood concern may be legitimate enough scientifically to be cause to stop this. And so it's a very interesting debate.
All right. Next, Old House at Hog Hollow in Chesterfield. They want to stay open later. The neighborhood doesn't like it, probably for noise and drunken people probably peeing in the streets and everything else, right? What's going on there?
Well, this I do not see, but I try to see both sides to every story, and I just don't see the argument against this one. So this is a restaurant on Olive Street Road there in Chesterfield, north of 64. It's currently only allowed to have daytime hours. These nighttime operating hours they want to use are just dinner. They're not trying to stay open. This isn't a 3 a.m. license in the city of St. Louis here. They just want to serve dinner. They just want to be able to open till 7 p.m. with some outdoor seating. Like right now, they're limited to daytime breakfast and lunch service. So this is on a major road. This isn't deep in some subdivision here.
Right.
So I think this is a no-brainer that they should be allowed to operate. The restaurant and the house have been there a long time. I mean, the idea that the new subdivision there gets to shut it down or prevent it, I think it's just terrible. And we need more things like this. Yeah. We need more restaurants and bars in subdivisions where neighbors can gather and talk and have a drink and break bread. There's a place in South Kirkwood on South Geyer that's right along Geyer there in the midst of a bunch of homes there. and it's incredibly popular. It looks out of place. It shouldn't, but it's a bar restaurant right there in the neighborhood, and it's incredibly popular. We have a bar restaurant sort of in our neighborhood, sort of in a commercial part that didn't predate the homes, but it's been there a long time. People love it. This is a Taco Buddha, not to give ad time out, but people love it. And we need more of these things. The idea that you just kill this restaurant that wants to be open till 7 so people can stay at home and be on screens by themselves all the time, it's a terrible idea. This restaurant should absolutely be allowed to expand its operating hours and serve at dinner time and seat people outside if they want to. They want to go till 7, not 2 in the morning. There's nothing wrong with this.
And Dave, since you mentioned, I got to mention something recently we found. Piccadilly on Manhattan. It's in Maplewood. It's in a neighborhood, and man, it is amazing food. We've been there twice now in the last 2 months because it's just so good. And people from the neighborhood were actually walking down as we were sitting there. We could see the people within the neighborhood walking in, and they love it too, I guess.
Ken, that is a great comparison. My dad and my stepmom, they love Piccadilly in Manhattan. They go all the time. I've been there. I've been there before. It's a great place, and it's a great comparison. The type of bar restaurant we need in neighborhoods to bring communities together, bring neighbors together. And yes, if you're in a neighborhood, I would agree that you shouldn't be able to stay up until 3 in the morning or 1 in the morning or something like this. But Old House and Hog Hollow just wants to serve dinner till 7, and they should absolutely be allowed to do so.
I have a little Piccadilly envy here. You guys are both.
You got to go. You got to go.
And what about all of Newtown? Right?
Yeah.
All of Newtown is a bar every 20 feet.
Yeah.
And they're open till late. And they're open late. I had no idea this was just a dinner thing, so it's ridiculous. All right. Dave, we always appreciate you. You know who he is. He is the heavyweight champion of municipal policy at the Show-Me Institute, David Stokes. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too, David. Thank you.
Hey, Ken and I are going out, getting the show on the road at the... Is this Patches?
Yeah.
I'm depending on you, son.
Uh-huh.
To pull the family through. June is Veterans Appreciation Month here at the station. So I don't know if everybody does it, but that's steadfast in granite at this station. June is Veterans Appreciation Month.
Yes.
Like our buddy Commander Connors.
And we recite the Veterans Honor Roll every day.
Every single day. Vic for Vets, Vic and Ken will be doing our show. Ken and I. That's what happens when you read and you don't know what you're reading. The Mid-America Veterans Museum in O'Fallon. Okay, it's this Monday. Be listening. It's going to be fun. All right, the Commander is next. Rain came, washed all the crops away.
Stream the Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show. Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's NewstalkSTL.
Whoosh.
This is 101.9 and 94.1.
Female millennial Trump supporter. I listen to it like every day. Like, seriously, you get it.
NewstalkSTL.
Got scrap metal, junk cars, or old appliances taking up space? Turn that clutter into cash. Since 1968, 21 Recycling and Scrap Metal has been the area's trusted name for recycling. We buy copper, brass, aluminum cans, scrap iron, wheels, catalytic converters, AC units, water heaters, washers, dryers, and yes, junk cars too. With our brand new truck scale on premises, getting paid is fast and easy. Old Highway 21 by Highway M or 21-recycling.com.
Tony Colombo here for Gutter Pros and Exteriors, your all-in-one service team that brings years of experience and quality that's affordable right to your doorstep. Christine and I discovered Gutter Pros and Exteriors when we bought our home and inherited a gutter problem. And they've also repaired siding damage on our home because along with gutter repair, gutter installation, and leaf protection, the Gutter Pros team are also the best for repairing other exterior damage, including fascia, soffit, and all siding repair and installation. Learn about all the ways Gutter Pros and Exteriors can help your home or business right now at gutterpros.com.
Tired of settling for generic fishing gear? Say hello to Bullseye Bait and Tackle, O'Fallon's one-stop shop for serious anglers. Live bait, premium tackle, rods, reels, and an unbeatable selection of lures from top brands like Megabass, Zoom, and Berkley. Whether you're after bass, catfish, crappie, or bluegill, they've got the gear to help you land the big one. Plus, their expert team, led by Mark and Liz, provides rod and reel repair services. Bullseye Bait and Tackle, 266 Fort Zumwalt Square, or at bullseyebaitandtackle.net.
Hey, it's Chris Arps. Becky and I recently discovered a restaurant that's quickly become one of our go-to restaurants, Timothy's in Creve Coeur. Led by executive chef Will Mabry, Timothy's serves contemporary American cuisine with a touch of Southern charm. Dishes like pastrami, smoked lamb, and shrimp and grits. My wife absolutely loved the lobster pot pie, and everything we've tried has been incredible. Amazing house-made desserts and over 500 wines to choose from. Enjoy dinner 7 nights a week, plus lunch, brunch, and private events. Timothy's in Creve Coeur at 12710 Olive Boulevard or online at timothysstl.com.
News, analysis, opinion.
I want to see people go to jail. I want to see people pay the price for abusing taxpayer dollars. I think the American people are sick and tired of it.
101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Straits on mine, ships backed up heavy, that's a bad headline. They said, sir, be careful. I said, watch me go. I run the pressure game, I just steal the show.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show on News Talk STL.
Open it straight. I said it too early 3 times. I wasn't there on time for this one. Open the straight for Moose.
I got to send this out to your wife because we were, me and Jessica were talking about this song, and I showed her it on X originally, and she loved it. You said she played it over and over.
She did.
It just strikes a tone with me. Yep. I don't know what it is, but it's a great song.
So great. All right, let's get serious here. Let's talk to Commander Connors.
Right.
St. Louis. It's Commander Connors' neighborhood.
The great, the legendary Larry Connors every Friday at this time. Hi, Larry.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning
to all of your great audience.
Yeah, we do have a great audience.
Yes, you do. Loyal.
So I want to, and I can't promise, but I'm going to try to make this be the last thing I say about Scott Pelley and his crybaby little tour that he's doing.
I'm making a note of it. You're saying this is the last time. I'm making a note.
I said I'd try. I didn't
try.
So he said, I never wore the uniform, but I was in battle for this country. I mean, that's borderline stolen valor, isn't it?
I guess so. What was he talking about? I didn't catch him saying that.
He
what
said
was he trying
because
to
he reported in Afghanistan, I guess.
Oh.
And he reported in these countries where American troops were, but it was the way he worded it, which is what they always do. Ken and I have learned to listen to every word and what they're saying. Like, did you guys know that this MMA thing that's happening at the White House controversial? Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Today's show called it controversial.
Yeah, and it was being pointed out again. Secretary Rubio said this is our gift to America.
Yep.
Come on in. It's part of the deal.
So anyway, getting back to Pelley.
Yep. Okay.
Doesn't that piss you off? Isn't it like almost stolen valor?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty close. I mean, it's just I was never been a war correspondent, and I have great admiration for those who really were in the thick of a true war and involved that. But I will also point out journalists in a communist, Marxist-controlled country, even in Central South America, they're putting their lives on the line every time, whatever they say. I mean, so they're also facing a battle if you're looking at it like that.
It's Brian Williams and Hillary Clinton all over again.
Oh, man. Hillary Clinton, when she claims that we had to duck and run when we got off the plane, no, they were all walking around, and a little girl presenting the flowers.
There's video of them walking around.
Yes, I know.
She killed that little girl, I think. She strangled that girl to death right there on the walk. Pretty sure.
I don't think so.
I must have a different story. But anyway, don't say you were in battle, okay? I mean, I'm the furthest thing from a soldier. I've said that a million times, or a Marine. I've said that a million times. I couldn't even make it through boot camp, much less. And with all this D-Day stuff, Larry, I don't know how they did it. 17, 18-year-old kids storming the beaches of Normandy.
I was focusing on that the other day because it fell on June 6th, a Sunday this year, and so we didn't do our program that day, obviously. And Monday I'd already committed to doing the story of the Mel Carnahan crash.
Yeah, I heard that.
Thank you. And then Tuesday is when I focused on D-Day, and in particular pointing out to a lot of folks that this letter that Eisenhower had written. Here's a leader, a commander. He wrote a letter in advance saying that, this is to be delivered and made public if we fail, and basically praising the men and women in our military at that point. And yes, there were women in there, and our Air Force, our Army, our Marines, everybody said, I made the mistake and we failed and it's on me. He had written that out in advance in case it happened. Thank God it didn't, not only for the benefit of the nation and the world, but he was ready to take the responsibility, as you should.
I haven't seen the film yet, but I learned this week or 2 weeks ago that D-Day was supposed to be June 5th. But weather was the issue. Right. And that's what the movie Pressure is about. Pressure to make the right decision and a low pressure
barometric
system.
pressure.
Yes, barometric pressure.
Yeah, amazing. There's pressure on Wall Street today,
Wait.
Okay.
D-Day, I want to say on D-Day for a second.
Okay.
Because this upsets me, Larry.
Okay.
If you watch the newsreels about D-Day, now I don't know who took this film, who took the photographing, but the guys are coming onto the beach, and one guy gets shot and killed right there. And dies right there in front of you.
Yeah.
It's not a movie.
No,
it's real.
It's real stuff.
It's a real life that was lost seconds. As soon as his feet hit the beach, he was shot and went down. And it just breaks my heart.
And when you watch up and down the beach, because there are numerous shots like that where they're stumbling and falling, you don't know if they're dead or not. You also see some come off and disappear in the water. They're drowning because their ship or their amphibious landing craft got hung up on some shoals, and they could not. They thought they were stepping on the land. They were well underwater when they stepped in.
Charles Durning, remember Charles Durning, the actor? You remember him, right, Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Dog Day Afternoon. Put the guns down! Put them down!
I love it.
He was involved in D-Day, and he just like you said, Larry, he was in deeper water than he thought he was going to be. He had 60 pounds of stuff on him that he just let go so he could make it to the top, and he did. And then he says, well, I lost my gun and everything. He goes, oh, don't worry. There's plenty on the beach you can pick up. And that was
unfortunately.
Wow.
And other guys who were dying said they were the shield for other soldiers.
Right.
Other soldiers hid behind their bodies.
They did. I mean, that's
– I don't even know.
And those young men, you're looking at 20 tops in many cases, often 18 under because some got in.
Yeah.
I mean, the courage it took. Of course, there's nothing to do. One of the vets said, I took a lift off from D-Day, was talking about when the door opened, you either go forward or you die where you stand, and you don't know if you go forward if you're going to die, but you got to go.
Yeah.
Go.
My dad was, he had just turned 18 in February, and then he was doing that.
Wow. That's courage. That's amazing.
Oh, you know what? I don't know how they find the courage. I don't know how they can be so brave. I just don't know. I can't even fathom
But
it.
what is worse, though, is how this nation, so many of them want to turn their back on what was achieved to make that. And the rest of the world, including our NATO allies in many cases.
I have hope, though. We talk about them as being the greatest generation. They were. But they didn't start that way, Vic. Back in the day before the war and all that stuff, they were teenagers, too.
Oh, sure.
And they had their own issues. They were coming off of bad times and all that. And I think
the depression you're talking about?
Yes,
part of that. Yeah,
part of that. But I think today, there are different situations for different young people, and I think they would rise to the occasion. I think this latest, I'm not talking about all of them, but this latest generation that's coming up right now. And I'll be honest with you, it's my daughter's age. These kids, I think they're sharp. And I think we're turning a corner.
I see that with my grandchildren.
With faith. Yeah. With economic wanting to advance themselves economically, you see it so much right now with that particular little generation there. So I've got hope. I have hope.
Oh, yeah. We always need to have hope.
All right. I only said the depression because my father was born in 26 and the depression hit in 29.
Yeah.
So his childhood was the depression.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
All right. You want to talk about the stock market?
Well, I need to buy some stock real quick. SpaceX is going IPO today.
Yeah.
Opening, haven't checked the numbers since I walked out, but the open was going to be 135. I don't know what it's up to now, but they are estimating you're looking. Well, first of all, they're saying this could make Musk the first world's trillionaire.
I heard he already was. I heard that happened overnight.
And to me, that's a positive.
Yeah,
that should be something that people should aspire to make more money.
Yeah.
Not on the Today Show. On the Today Show, he's very controversial, and they even played clips of people, just regular people, saying, "Why should somebody have that much money? Why should one person have that? That you know what that is? That's
Do you hear them
socialism."
complain when the sports legends that they love make all kinds of money just for catching a ball or dribbling a ball? Give me a break. They never say word one then.
They said they combined Bezos and Zuckerberg and like 4 other people. Said all of them combined don't have as much money as Elon Musk.
Yeah, and it's going to be more. And what he's doing for our country, we need it.
I'm trying to look up what's is it SpaceX?
SpaceX IPO.
It didn't find it.
Yeah,
Hey, Vic,
put it
should
in
George
SpaceX
Soros be able to own all those radio stations? One man should not be able to own all those radio
and
stations.
control them. Absolutely.
And control them.
Yeah.
Besides that, we hate him. Why'd you bring that up?
Well, because that's the whole argument. I mean, they never mentioned that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mark Zuckerberg, when he spent $480 million in a swing state in 2020, okay, they didn't say one word about
Why
that.
he should spend that kind of money on an election? Why can't he give it to us and a home?
Right.
And a payoff?
Right. I mean, we never said that on our side. We just said, look, it's a lot of money to spend on a swing state.
So I looked it up real quick, and it's a video, so we can't watch it, but the headline is SpaceX IPO demand explodes as Wall Street scrambles for shares. So it's going to make...
And you know, those of you who have your pensions, your 401ks, things of that nature, your mutual funds, are going to be diving into some of that as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
That's
you
a
got
great point,
to
Larry.
jump on when you can.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you go deep. I mean, you got to be aware that billionaires who have supported him to get to this point, they'll probably pull some out. I would take a profit. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, I watched a movie last night I'd never seen before, The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg. Have you seen? Wahlberg, yeah, I'm sorry. He's a professor who's just addicted to gambling. I mean, he bets $10,000 on a blackjack. He gets it, want to double it, and a double it, and a double it, and finally he's up to $80,000, and he loses.
Yeah.
He just walks away like, that's life.
Did you ever see the movie 21?
I think I did, yeah.
It's about the MIT kids who learned how to count
Oh,
cards.
yes.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I did see that.
Man, that's
Right.
heavy.
Right.
That's heavy. Because I don't think counting cards is illegal.
No.
But the casinos can tell you what you can and can't do, whether it's legal or not. All right.
Once they realize
We're
it.
so late. Story behind the story.
Story behind the story, you have the right to remain silent.
Oh, my God, what'd I do?
Miranda warning
Ooh.
was decided by the Supreme Court this date, 1966.
66.
Nice.
That's interesting. So prior to 66, people said things, and it was held against them.
Yeah,
in a court of
absolutely.
law, I guess,
and they
right?
didn't have an attorney. There was another case ahead of that, Gideon's case, where the guy was too poor to afford a lawyer, and he did not get one. So that was also later incorporated in all this as
So
well.
let's make sure we got him. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be assigned to you.
Vic, I'm getting the impression you've been up against the wall.
I've heard a cop say it to me a couple of times. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Story behind the story with Larry Connors, USA Tonight, 6 to 8. Thank you, buddy.
God bless you guys.
Commander Connor's Neighborhood.
Thank you, Mr. Connors. We really appreciate you.
Hey, we're turning 5 years old. Quinn. It's our Quinn.
It's our Quinn
anniversary. Country's celebrating their semi-quincentennial. We're celebrating our Quinn. There's actually a word that I can't say. I can't even look at it and say it. My wife made fun of me when I said I looked at it and I couldn't even say it. She goes, "That's because you're stupid." So we're having a 5th anniversary party at Frankie Martin's Gardens in Cottleville, Friday, June 26th. Food trucks. Hey, you want to buy something from my food trunks? No, thanks.
Get in then.
Retro nerds.
Let a professional come in here and do this.
Yeah, let him.
I have no problem.
I'm not going to do it.
For God's sakes, you're an Indian giver. Sorry, Native American giver. Anyway, it's Friday, June 26th. Come out and celebrate with us, will you? FrankieMartinsGarden.com. And open the street. That's all I got to say.
Stream the Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
As President Lincoln said,
what, do you have a cough due to cold?
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's NewstalkSTL.
On the next
Larry Connors, USA.
The story behind the story. This date, 1966, the police Miranda warning became law.
Larry Connors, USA. Now, weeknights 6 until 8 on NewstalkSTL.
Is your retirement income at risk if you or your spouse needs nursing home or in-home care? Hi, I'm Eric Robert, Director of Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel and host of On the Money, Saturday mornings at 9 on NewstalkSTL 1019. The cost of long-term care is one of the biggest risks in retirement planning. For many retirees, a single nursing home stay can cause a significant reduction in assets that can permanently reduce your retirement income. Fortunately, there are affordable and flexible options available today that can help you manage the cost of long-term care. Our team can help you address the risks relevant to your retirement, including long-term care. To schedule your free retirement plan consultation, go to clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com, or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
Cards fans ready to dress for the occasion? Well, Friday, June 26th, as the Cardinals take on the Miami Marlins, you'll get a brand new all-over Prince shirt. But that's just the start. You'll also get the matching shorts, too. It's not just a shirt, but a full summer set that brings a tropical twist to game night and makes waves in the stands. Available in medium and XL while supplies last. More details and tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
The weekend starts here. Grab your crew and kick it off at Friday Night Live at Busch Stadium. Every Friday night home game, Budweiser Terrace turns into the hottest happy hour in the Lou with $5 beers, $5 hot dogs, $7 margaritas, live music, and more all game long. Meet up with friends, soak in the energy, and keep the night going with baseball under the lights. Good vibes, great deals, your new Friday tradition. Get tickets now at Cardinals.com.
It's Friday!
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Over here, dear.
On NewstalkSTL.
Show off.
Thanks.
Sounds great, man. Sounds great. So, part of this is a waste of time, what we're going to do here, because Jasmine Crockett is losing her House seat. She will no longer be in the House of Representatives after this election.
For many reasons, I'm extremely glad about that.
Yeah, me
but
too.
there's a main reason that I'm finding out now why. She has no respect for this nation. She has no respect for the process of government. She has no respect for any of the people that she worked with for the last, 4 years. Everything she's been involved in, the hearing that she was just recently involved in, she threw some flame-throwing stuff at the person that she was talking to and then walked out. Had no respect for anybody.
Dare I even go a step further, Ken, and say she has no respect for white people.
At all. No.
I hate to say that. I know it's divisive to say that.
Well, but it's true.
But she's the one that's been dividing white from black in everything she says.
Everything, yes.
So, Carmelo Anthony, his knife was just a little bitty knife. You see her doing that?
Yeah, well, that's the latest audio. This isn't that, but Vic, I saw the knife that was used by Carmelo Anthony, and I've got one right here, Vic.
I know you do.
Okay, see this knife, everybody? This is in the stream. This is the knife about the size that he used, Carmelo Anthony used against Metcalf, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That will kill someone. Sorry, but that there's no question here that if you jab this into someone's chest, it's going to hit their heart. She's saying, but it had all these attachments on it. It must be like one of those little Swiss Army knives, right?
Yeah.
No. That's not it.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I guess the Swiss Army has not won many battles, but that's all they gave the Swiss Army knife. That's what
Yeah, the Swiss weren't really known for that. Battles, but...
Right. Go look what they give them. They give them. Well, I can clip my nails on the battlefield if I wanted to. All right. So sometimes, Ken, and I know I'm not perfect, okay? I'm certainly not grammatically perfect. I'm from New Jersey. We don't do that kind of thing.
Right.
But the one incident that really got me on this bandwagon was a reporter, I believe from CNN, who was talking about people in the airport watching a report on CNN. And the guy says people were literally glued to the screen. I'm like, wait, you're a journalist. So are you telling me that people put like crazy glue on their face and then put it up against the screen? Is that what you're saying? I know is it picky? Is it
petty? Or
petty?
Is it being specific? I think it's true. I mean, when you say literally.
Literally?
Yeah, literally.
Literally!
It means what I'm explaining to you is happening right now.
Something you said with Larry, I hope you're right, Ken, about the generation coming up, let's say Gen Z. They use that word constantly, you know? I literally jumped out of my chair.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you didn't jump out of your chair, so
Right.
it's not literally. But they use that word. They throw it around, you know.
Maybe they'll learn that that's not what really is happening.
But you don't have to learn and make it all the way to the U.S. House of Representatives, okay?
You shouldn't.
So Representative
Correct.
Jasmine Crockett, what's her name?
Jasmine Crockett.
It's not Crocker?
No.
She's not a descendant of Betty Crocker?
No.
The famous baker, I guess?
When she was talking about the knife, I was thinking a Crockett knife.
Davy Crockett. Is she related to Davy Crockett?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. God, I am the worst. So Jasmine Crockett is addressing, well, here, we'll just let you hear it.
You know what? I hate that we have spent this much time, on SPLC, and we've not addressed the elephant in the room, the literal elephant in the room.
Stop. She said elephant in the room like anyone else would say it.
Right.
And then she went back and said the literal elephant in the room. Play that again.
All right.
She's just stupid. I'm sorry.
You know what? I hate that we have spent this much time, on SPLC, and we've not addressed the elephant in the room, the literal elephant in the room.
My God. So SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center. So to her, Southern Poverty Law Center, who paid for crosses for the KKK to burn on black people's lawns, didn't they?
I would argue, Vic, that what they did over the last 10 years created all of the mayhem that followed.
Right. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So the Southern Poverty Law Center paid for, I want to stress this, they paid for the crosses that people burned on the lawns of black people. They paid for the white sheets and hoods to terrorize black people, probably her ancestors.
Yes.
And she's sticking up for them.
They paid for food. They paid for housing for these people when they went into Charlottesville.
You know what? Scott Pelley is on this tour. You know, he's getting interviewed by the New York Times. Lulu. Matter of fact, Lulu. And how great 60 Minutes is or was before Barry Weiss showed up. And when the Southern Poverty Law Center indictments came out that day, they put together so quickly a story about hurricanes in Helene, North Carolina.
Yes.
And white supremacy groups showed up.
Right.
Not to help.
No.
Not to help. Just to recruit other white supremacists to be in there. A couple of days after the story came out about the Southern Poverty Law Center.
And it was not true. And you know what? Even say it was true, Vic. Say those extreme groups went in there to recruit. They were being funded by SPLC.
Right.
Okay. Well, but they didn't report that.
And that was a Leslie Stahl story. And she just, all right, I don't want to get into that. So we have to finish this literal elephant in the room. So was there an elephant in the room?
Well, that's what I was looking for when I first started, because I was watching the video while I was recording it, and I go, oh, wait,
is that the elephant?
An elephant's going to be in here? Okay, and
Nope,
it never
that's
showed
Joy
up.
Behar, yeah.
No.
Did you catch that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
So she's mocking Alveda King, really?
Oh.
The niece of Dr. Martin Luther King?
The person who we've had on this show repeatedly,
Yes.
who has said both times, there are no races. There's the human race.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So let's hear her make fun of Alveda King.
The vast majority of the people on that side of the aisle, and for those of you that are at home, let me tell you, when I say that side of the aisle, I'm talking about the Republicans, the ones that brought this hearing. And again, you've heard that this is not the first hearing, but the vast majority of them are white men. White men are lecturing people of color because the vast majority, actually, any semblance of diversity comes from this side of the aisle.
Can I just say this while we continue to listen?
If you must.
I'm sick of that. I am so over the whole idea that if you're criticizing a black person, you should shut up.
Yeah.
Because you should never be criticizing a black person.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Any more than like they'd be saying, well, a black person can't, insinuate anything about a white person.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Also, I think it's part of a plan. I hate to say this, but I think it's part of a plan to be able to call people racist if they don't refer to black people the right way.
Yes.
Because, Negro was the first that I can remember, besides the really bad one, which we're not going to talk about, which is bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable.
Yeah.
But Negro, okay, yeah, we're Negroes. And my United Negro College Fund. Great. Fantastic.
So you would, technically, you shouldn't be able to say United College Fund. That's the way you should say it.
Oh.
Because they don't like.
Wait, the United Negro College Fund, you mean?
Well,
sorry.
You can't say the name
Got it.
anymore.
So then change the name of the organization.
Yeah.
Okay. NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. That's what NAACP stands for.
Yes.
But if I say it, even if I'm donating,
right
here, I'd like to donate $1 million to the United Negro College. Oh, you racist. Okay, well, I'm taking my money back.
I'm
going to go buy something else. So, colored, Negro, colored, for a time in the 60s, Afro-American was the thing.
Right.
Then black. That black was just fine for a long time.
And I think that still is. I think that's acceptable.
That's the only way.
That's the only way I can do it.
Right. I can't keep up. I'm too stupid.
I've had friends tell me I'm not African in any way, shape, or form. I'm American.
Right.
But when you call me African American, I'm like, I was never.
Right.
I have no.
And I think that's next in line was African American, and I that's too long for me. I don't have time. I'd rather just say black, not disrespectfully.
Well, they say white.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Here's my problem is that you're going to try and label me just like the Islamophobe thing. I actually put a post up last night saying, and I was explaining my stance on something, and I said, and as the Islamists would call me the Islamophobe, and I referred to myself as an Islamophobe because that's what they're going to call me anyway.
Right.
Vic.
You might as well take
So when they call me the white boy, and I say, well, the black boy, I'm not a racist. I know, but I'm not a racist.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying. Explaining something. That's all it is.
So African American, and then I think we get back to black, and now it's people of color. And with the African American thing that you're talking about, they'll take somebody from Haiti or Jamaica, look very black, but they're not African American, are they?
No. And we've had these conversations with Melanie Collette out on the East Coast, like where you're in the area from where you're from. And she feels the same way. She's like, people of color, when we were talking with her, it's like, I'm black, okay?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's just so simple.
Whatever you want, just tell us what you want.
Just,
okay?
Yeah.
All right, so Alveda King, do we get to her making fun of Alveda King yet?
Not yet.
Okay, go, because we got a lot to do
You
here.
want to tell people of color who is fighting for who? People of color do not feel comfortable or welcomed within your party. That's why you have to parade someone who has the name Dr. King attached to them so that people can be confused.
And that's where she went on to say about Alveda King being a not really in the family.
And Alveda King shot back, didn't she? Let's hear that.
Dr. King, thank you for being here. I know that there was a monologue earlier in which you wanted to respond. I think you were kind of ready to do that, but we're not given that opportunity. Would you like to briefly respond to that?
Very briefly, Congresswoman, I am a bit emotional. I'm going to watch what I say. But it seems as though you have suggested that I am a bastard to the King family legacy. I am legitimately the daughter of Reverend Alfred Daniel Williams King and Dr. Naomi Ruth Barber King. We are a family who loves God, and I love you. God bless you.
Ms. King, let the record reflect that the gentlelady from Texas left the room. Thank you for responding to that.
That's respect, Vic.
So, first of all, she shot back with, and I love you, even though you're stupid. She didn't say stupid. I'm saying she's stupid.
Right.
But also, Alveda King has said on this show, like Ken said, there's only one race, the human race. And Jasmine Crockett needs to learn that just because she's sitting up on a dais and asking questions, that doesn't give her the right to be completely disrespectful and rude and incorrect about life.
I'm just glad she's gone.
Was there an elephant in the room?
Never showed up.
She said literal. Are you sure?
She said it.
She said
Literally?
Literally the elephant in the room. And there was no elephant. Vic for Vets is next.
Whoosh. Number one for live and local conservative talk.
I just would like to get your comments on that. I'm so glad that you're on the radio, and I want to thank you for that.
I'll tell you why.
101.9 and 94.1.
I love these people.
St. Louis is number one for conservative talk.
News Talk STL.
Rhino Shield is engineered to outlast paint by a lot, backed with our 25-year transferable warranty. Paint a house, shield a home. We do brick, block, stucco, asbestos, steel, aluminum, cedar, and more. We are the only coating company selected by Disney, This Old House, and 3 times on HGTV's Curb Appeal, where all 3 episodes concentrate on unpainted brick. If you maintain or own a business with a tired-looking building, you owe it to yourself to look at Rhino Shield and our beautifully durable color schemes. Evaluations are free. We're making buildings pop and be noticed again, from Champaign to the Lake of the Ozarks, exceeding expectations every day with our products, people, and performance. Now is the time to call 877-25-RHINO, 877-25-RHINO, or go to 877-25rhino.com and see how honest and transparent we really are. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
If you love your pet, which I know you do, then they deserve the excellent treatment and care they'll receive at Pacific Animal Hospital in Pacific, Missouri, a full-service veterinarian facility. Originally built and grown by my dad, Dr. Bill Jones, a new generation of wonderful veterinarians and staff at Pacific continue to provide outstanding medical, surgical, dental, boarding, and grooming services for your favorite furry friends. Our family entrusts the care of our pets only to the experienced docs and staff at Pacific Animal Hospital. You should too. Call them today, 636-257-2100, 24/7 at PacificVets.com, PacificVets.com.
Hi, it's Ken Williams, and my favorite Capriati sandwich is the Capistrami. You've got hot pastrami, melty Swiss cheese, crunchy coleslaw, and zesty Russian dressing. What else do you need? I love Capriati's, and you will too. On Manchester at McKnight and Rock Hill, and now in Creve Coeur on Olive, just 1 mile west of 270.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 101.9, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. President Trump says it could be signed as soon as this weekend, a deal with Iran to end the war, fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and guarantee that Iran will not get a nuclear weapon.
We have a signing soon, and the documents are in pretty final shape, so we'll see. We'll see. Very good. Should be done. That should be done pretty quickly. They want it every bit as much as everybody else wants.
The president speaking at the White House after calling off plans to attack Iran again, possibly seizing Karg Island.
President Trump is discussing why he believes Iran is now more willing to reach an agreement.
They've taken a pounding like very few people could take, and they want to make the deal a lot more than I do. We could have had it done the other way, I guess, but it would have taken longer. They got hit very hard recently, as you know, and I don't like to have to do things that way, but I felt it was necessary. It's a great deal for the United States and for the Middle East, and I think ultimately great for Iran because they'll be able to build up their country and have a country.
Willie Nelson, the White House.
FISA is about to expire. That law allowing the U.S. to gather intelligence overseas runs out at midnight after congressional lawmakers left town without extending it. Cleanup getting underway following violent storms that battered parts of the Midwest. The Mid-Atlantic and parts of the Northeast took a pounding as well. The Midwest, though, really got slammed with multiple tornadoes, including several confirmed tornadoes just outside of Chicago. More severe weather is possible today. History-making day on Wall Street. Elon Musk's SpaceX makes its debut on the NASDAQ exchange. And on Wall Street, the Dow is up 522 points, while the NASDAQ Composite Index trading 106 points higher, and the S&P is up 47. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Eczema, eczema, eczema. So many ads for eczema products. But those fancy TV ads don't mention that those prescription products can cost thousands of dollars. There's a smarter way. It's Exoderm for eczema and dermatitis. Exoderm costs less than $20. Yep, less than $20. You don't need a prescription, and it's available on the first aid aisle of your local store. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean, hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives or nasty chemicals. Exoderm, fast, effective relief from the itching and inflammation of eczema. This stuff really does work. Take back control. Heal eczema flares with soothing Exoderm Flare Control Cream. It's on the first aid aisle of your local drugstore, supermarket, and at Target and Walmart, too. Exoderm for eczema. Now that's smart.
This hour of News Talk STL brought to you by Window World of St. Louis. For replacement windows, doors, and siding, call 800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 800-GET-WINDOWS. From the News Talk STL Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist Shan Scotch with your first alert forecast. We're going to be tracking afternoon highs a lot cooler than the last several days, back towards the mid to lower 80s. Going to be seeing mostly sunny skies, a beautiful day to get outdoors by Saturday. Could see some chances of some showers and storms, some of which could have the potential to become severe as we head towards the evening hours. Temperatures back towards the mid-80s across much of the area. Showers push out throughout the second half of Sunday, highs towards the mid to upper 70s. A little dry throughout the first half of next week. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Shan Scotch.
Vic Porcelli.
Come on, you're Italian. You understand.
Every day is a busy day all of a sudden.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Tough and smart, and I love Italian, so, he's definitely Italian.
At least I have this show to come and talk about it and let some stuff up.
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
The Vic Porcelli Show.
All right, it is Friday. It's hour number 2 of our 3-hour tour that Ken put together, and I mean everything is packed today. Packed. And I wanted to make sure we got that Jasmine Crockett thing in there because I had no idea. They literally put an elephant in the...
I looked for it. I really did. I looked really hard for it, and I couldn't find it.
So she is so stupid. I can't wait till she goes away. And you know what? I hate to say it. She's not going away. She'll be on MS Now, or she'll be on CNN. Or
So we'll grab that audio, too.
No, I don't want to hear her anymore. You know why? She's a hot-ass mess, honey.
She is.
She is a hot-ass mess. Okay. Coming up the rest of the way today, what are you watching? With Kathy KAISER. She'll be along just a little bit. What the? Well, that's the name of the feature. Well, what the? And Schlafly from the Eagle Forum. She's the chairperson. She's the chairperson. What should I say? The chair? Just say chair?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask her what she wants. And then she'll hang up and say, I'm not talking to you two idiots. Chat box and Wheel of Audio Clips all coming up. Right now, it is time for a very special edition of Vic for Vets. You know what? Can we do that again?
Why?
Because I like it when I say Vic. Then
all right.
It's time for a very... Did you hear him? Did you hear him? All right. Time for a very special edition of Vic for Vets. There we go. Now, how hard is that? This is great. Listener Bob. That's the only way we know him, right? Listener Bob.
Yeah.
Okay. Listener Bob wrote us a letter. Vic and Ken, I've thoroughly enjoyed and deeply appreciate the fact that this has been a weekly event for quite a while, and it's now a daily occurrence during the month of June. It's just a phenomenal idea. It was all me. Ken had nothing to do with it. Actually, it was Jeff, wasn't it? Was it you?
We did Vic for Vets. We all did. It was a collaboration. We created it.
Thank you both so much for that. It's very possible that I've missed any segment that may have mentioned the unsung heroes of so many U.S. military combat operations, the K-9 Warrior. I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize the innumerable brave, intelligent, and fearless members of the armed forces which have served in every war since the American Revolution in one form or another, as well as in other worldwide conflicts throughout human history. The story of the military working dog, better known as MWD, in U.S. forces officially began on March 13, 1942. That's when the U.S. Army launched its War Dog program. During World War II, though canines have served honorably for much longer than that, including Sergeant Stubby, a stray Boston Terrier mix who served in World War I. He served in 17 battles, alerting troops to incoming gas attacks before humans could detect them, comforting wounded soldiers, even capturing a German spy by biting him and refusing to let go until the soldiers could capture him. Stories abound of our magnificent canine companions serving honorably and selflessly in World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, including the Belgian Malinois with nerves of steel, Cairo, who was part of SEAL Team 6's historic mission to eliminate Osama bin Laden, and another Belgian Malinois, I hope I'm saying that, Malinois, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. They got him thanks to a dog, not just any dog, Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Malinois, who played a critical role in the Delta Force and the raid that eliminated ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who's dead. Died like a dog. Only two of the many, many canines who've served selflessly and honorably, even while mortally wounded in some cases. The stories of these amazing canine heroes remind us that courage and sacrifice aren't limited to humans. For over a century, military working dogs have saved lives, detected danger, and provided unwavering loyalty to the soldiers they served alongside. Whether charging into battle, shielding their handlers, or using their sharp instincts to prevent catastrophe, these dogs have played a vital role in American military history. I get lost reading stories of them. There are so many. We as humans cannot possibly thank our deserving canine companions enough just for our interactions with them in our daily humdrum lives. Their amazing contributions to human society in wartime is the well-earned and well-deserved stuff of legends. We're going to name some of those canine heroes. But dogs, animals in general, can sense fear before we do as humans. Oh, that's Phantom up there.
Yeah.
We as humans, we think we're so smart. We're not so smart. There was Indonesia had a tsunami. Do you remember the tsunami in Indonesia?
Yeah. 1,200 people lost.
The wild animals all ran for higher ground before anything happened because they felt it. So the thing to do is to watch the animals and do what they do in times of trouble, because those animals didn't lose their life.
Yeah.
Lives, I should say.
Yeah, actually, I think it was more like 120,000 people died on that.
But not those animals.
No.
Not those dogs. They sought higher ground.
Yeah.
There was an earthquake about 100 miles east of St. Louis in Illinois at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was doing mornings at a 3-ring circus. And I had my laptop open. And that's when we had Larry Bird.
Right.
And Larry started squawking and yelling, and his feathers were flying all over the place. I'm like, Larry, what's the matter? And then I felt the rumble. So he felt it before I did.
Yeah.
So these dogs can sense things and keep the soldiers safe. I mean, I'm sure you've seen videos. Some of them are not real. Some of them are AI, but some of them are very real, where a dog will sense something and save his human and get him out of danger. You know, oh my God, Ken, the service dogs, this one girl's she's going to faint. And the dog knows it. The dog knows the lady's going to faint. And he just eases her down. It's crazy. Like, eases her down to the floor, puts his paws on her chest and makes her lay down, then gets her pills off the counter. Like, he knows which bottle is the pill bottle. He grabs it, gives it to her, and then he opens the refrigerator and gets her a bottle of water that's in there and brings it, closes the refrigerator, by the way, and then she takes her pills, and then, he just lays on top of her to calm her down. When we had Eddie in here, and Ken, I'm so ashamed of myself. I can't think of Eddie's human's name. He was a great guy, though, and he was a veteran. He was a Marine.
Yeah,
and
he really depended on her.
Totally. And I got to tell you, it's Sally Bones' lost love. Oh, Eddie. So here are some of the other canine heroes featured on.
Yeah.
I love it. Popular companions.biz. Now, that just sounds like a stupid Italian from New Jersey saying popular, but it's paw.
P-A-W.
Yeah, paw.
P-U-L-A-R, companions.biz.
Unbelievable.
Go there and read the full stories of these.
The pictures of these dogs, too, I hope?
Yes, the pictures are there, everything.
And let me tell you, Sergeant Stubby, the first one we're going to talk about, Sergeant Stubby was a stray dog. Just some dog who probably would have died in the street after eating rocks.
Yeah.
Because he had nothing else to eat.
Right.
And somebody drafted him, I guess you can say, into World War I, and he was a dog veteran. Chips, World War II, the one-dog army. Smokey in World War II, the little terrier that could. And that's another thing. They don't have to be German Shepherds.
No. They have distinct senses about them that save lives.
Sergeant Stubby was not a big breed at all. I can't find it now. But he was a small. It doesn't have to be a big breed as long as it's a smart breed.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, the Malinois dogs. Have you ever seen some videos of them? Whew. There's a video montage of Malinois behavior. And the very first one, he crashes through the front door. The front door opens, and he grabs a bottle of water and leaves. They are insane. They are focused on what they have to do, and they're great military dogs, Ken. Smokey, the little terrier that could from World War II. Nemo A534 from the Vietnam War, the dog who wouldn't back down. I got to go on and see some of these.
Oh, it's amazing, Vic.
Cairo, SEAL Team 6. Yep, took out Bin Laden in the Bin Laden raid. He was called the modern legend. Luca, hey, like Luca Brasi, Luca.
Mm-hmm.
Luca, USMC, so he's a Marine dog. Iraq and Afghanistan, he's the lifesaver. Rags from World War I was the messenger dog.
Okay, so he would run messages and knew where to go.
And not get killed, not get shot.
And some of these dogs in Afghanistan and all the IEDs, they would go around sniffing out IEDs for these people. They saved lives, Vic.
Okay, I got to write this down because you said that. I want to talk about something. Okay. Rags is the messenger dog. Rex in the Iraq War, the Marine's best friend. Conan, Delta Force, ISIS raid, 2019, the terrorist hunter. He's the one that helped get Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi's daddy dog.
Actually, I think that was the one where President Trump had a picture with him.
Oh, my God, I remember that.
Yeah.
So that dog is Conan?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it's all, again, these stories are on popular companions.biz.
I love that so much. Gander, World War II, Battle of Hong Kong, the ultimate sacrifice. So Gander lost his life as a canine soldier.
Yeah.
Hansa, the war on terror with the Marines, the explosives expert. And Laika, Afghanistan, U.S. Army Rangers, the indestructible warrior. Now, these are just some of the dogs you'll find on Popular Companions.biz. And I suggest you do it. I'm going to do it. As soon as I get home, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it'll be very heartwarming for you to read it. You'll get a little emotional. I got a little teary-eyed, I have to admit.
I so get that, Ken.
And I want to thank Bob for sending us this information. It was an idea. Again, Vic Heads, this is the thing. You're part of the show. You actually create content for this show. I wouldn't have thought. I thought about him and them, our canine companions, but I never really thought, all right, let's include them as veterans, because they are veterans.
Sure,
They've saved lives.
And you're right. The people who listen to this show they contribute to the show. Keep contributing, and we won't need Ken anymore.
Right.
We'll just shove him off to the curb.
Exactly right.
No. Canine Veterans Day. Oh, Canine Veterans Day is tomorrow, Ken.
No. Canine Veterans Day is March 13th, I believe.
Which is tomorrow.
No.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm wrong. It's June 13th.
Yes.
So maybe if the listeners contribute more, you can get rid of me.
No, but
This
what I
happened
wanna
before.
do-
This happened before, where I got the date completely wrong, the month completely
September,
wrong.
because the song. In the September, the song.
Right.
Do you remember?
No, it wasn't that. It was,
Oh, it wasn't?
It was the 3rd of September.
Right.
A day I always remember.
No, but we will celebrate March 13th next year. We're going to be celebrating Canine Veterans Day.
You going to remember that? Because I will not.
I will. I will.
You can read about many of the amazing canine veterans. I was so sure of myself, wasn't I? I was
You looked at me like
sure of myself.
You looked at me like, well, are you nuts?
Yeah, today's the 12th, and tomorrow's the 13th, Ken. And you're like, yeah, of June, jackass. The amazing canine veterans, just go to popularcompanions.biz and search canine veterans. They've been covered already, and I missed it. No, we have not covered it till right now, Bob. I apologize if not. If it's possible that Vic could do a segment honoring these wonderful warrior dogs. Don't forget Ken, because he puts all this stuff together. Thank you both for the show in general, and especially for honoring our many veterans who sacrificed so much in service to America, and God bless America. Now,
And thank you, Bob, and your name is a palindrome.
And when Bob and Otto hang out, oh my God, it's a palindrome party.
Yeah, overnight.
Vic for Vets, Honor Roll inductees, honored veterans on News Talk STL couldn't be done without the great support from our friends at Alamo Military Collectibles, Gemini Wealth Group, Heroes Care Incorporated, Michael's Funeral Home, and Freddie's Market. Okay, now, I want to go back and rediscuss something that you and I have discussed.
Okay.
Jessica and I love the show To Catch a Smuggler. It's on Nat Geo channel.
Oh, okay.
And these poor guys, I'm telling you, I hope they pay these guys a lot of money that try to find smugglers, drug smugglers, human smugglers, food smugglers. You can't even bring food into the United States. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How'd you know that?
I
You
just-
try to smuggle food into the United States?
I tried and got caught. You know, spent a little time, a little stint.
You can't bring food into. So anyway, these guys have a terribly dangerous job, and I hope they get paid a lot. So when they're looking for drugs, actually drugs or food or people, but you know we know them most as drug sniffing dogs, and the dogs have such immense sensitivity of smell that they don't have to stop and smell like Sally knows what every blade of grass in my backyard smells like because she just sits there and sniffs there real quick walking by, and if they don't smell anything, everything's good, and then if it smells, oh, hold on. Something's going on right here.
Yeah.
And then they'll smell the car. And then if they sit, like Rudy is doing right there, if they sit, they got something. They got a scent of whatever it is they're looking for. What?
Well, speaking of Rudy, he's amazing at that. He'll be in a room across the house. I'll open a bag of sausage.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I hear, he's coming in.
What happened before that? Doorbell rang, tornado ripped through the neighborhood, he didn't move, right?
Right.
Then you open up, what's that?
Hey.
So the dog sits. When the dog goes into a sit position, he's found something. And then they tear apart the car, and there's the cocaine, or there's the people in the trunk. And so, and I'll say this for the last time, I promise. Maybe not. I can't promise. At the correspondence dinner, when the guy tried to kill President Trump, one of the Secret Service agents had a dog, Ken, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that dog walked up to that door in that room and sat down, which means, hey, he's in there. Hey, he's in there.
Yeah, they can't talk to you. They can't say, hey, dummy, I just said.
Can't talk, but can communicate.
They can, if they listen.
And did they listen?
No.
No. And the guy gets out, scares that one guy. Oh, my God, it gave me a fright. And so anyway, dogs are so important. And, you know, here's the thing. If somebody came into your house and tried to hurt you, would Rudy react appropriately?
Oddly enough, yes, Rudy would. Rudy's pretty ruthless.
Yeah,
I mean, he'll hear noises.
Now,
Middle of the night, he'll bark.
Sally Bones will hear a noise and bark. But then if it's actually a person that comes in, she comes and hides behind me.
No, you know who will really attack? The little bitty one that we have, Nico.
Yep.
I've seen him take off on people's ankles before.
Ken, I'm telling you, Sally would not. If somebody came into my house yelling with a gun, I would die in front, shielding Sally from the intruder.
Right.
She is the biggest.
But that's what you got her for, Vic. There are animals that are trained to attack and protect.
Yeah.
Our dogs, I don't think we could do without them now.
I can't do without dogs, especially my dogs. Yeah.
But they're for a different reason.
Phantom was a different story. If I hugged Jessica in the kitchen,
yeah.
Hey, what's going on in there?
Right.
You know? Muddy, I used to make believe I was hitting Jessica, like slap my hand, and he would put his mouth on my arm. He wouldn't press down.
Wow.
He was like, hey, hands to yourself, Dad. Just keep your hands to yourself.
I would hug Caddy in the kitchen, and Nico would attack her. No, it's funny. No, it's great. And she gets mad. I'm like, come here, honey. I want to give you a hug. She goes, don't hug me in front of Nico.
Right.
Because she gets mad. Well, she gets mad because he does that to her.
So funny. I love it. All right. Don't want to be late. Want to get Kathy KAISER going, talk about some stuff we're watching. And give your dog a great big hug, okay? And go to popularcompanions.biz. This the Rolling Stones?
Yes, it
Love
is.
this. Kathy is next.
Whoosh.
It's Friday!
Stream the Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Be cool, honey bunny. Be cool.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's NewstalkSTL.
What's wrong with you? Kathy KAISER walks in, and Ken plays. Boing, yoing, 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 yoing. There we go. All right, listen. It's still the most current, the most current episode of Chris Cooper's radio show, the Big Fun with Finance show.
Yeah,
that's called Serenity Wealth Now. Is the one with me? It's the 100th episode. The one coming up this Sunday would be 101. And he put up a promo, what we call promo in the biz, little 60-second thing to promote the 100th show, and that I was going to be on it. And Chris is talking, and I said, Chris, I got to be honest with you. For the longest time, I thought your show was called Fun with Finance. And he just laughed.
But it is a fantastic Fun with Finance feature.
It is. And he was like, Vic, I know you're an idiot. It's fine. But we'll just call it Serenity Wealth Now. And the conversation, that's the biggest word. That's the most important word when you talk to Chris Cooper. It's a conversation. It's not finger wagging or telling you what you're supposed to do. It's a conversation on how you can get the retirement that you deserve. And those are Chris's words, and I love those words. So get in touch with him. Matter of fact, get a little primer on what he does by reading his 3 books. SerenityNowTax.com is where you find the new holistic retirement and tax-free strategies for long-term care. And the Business Owner's Playbook for Financial Clarity is on SerenityNowBiz.com and the great radio show. Okay, that's it. We're done.
All right.
Serenity Now with Chris Cooper.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors.
Serenity now!
Are you struggling with life's pressures? The Flatline has answers. Join host Rick Hughes for biblical principles and learn how to build a spiritual flatline in your soul. Discover God's plan for your life. Sunday mornings at 9:30 on News Talk STL.
Life's legal challenges deserve experienced representation. For over 15 years, Cole Combs, attorney at law, has been serving St. Charles and surrounding counties with comprehensive legal expertise. From tax preparation and estate planning to family law and criminal defense, Cole delivers personalized solutions for your unique situation. You have traffic tickets, need a business formation, real estate matters, one call will handle it all. Cole O. Combs, attorney at law. Call 636-949-0010, extension 3 today, or visit colecombs-law.com.
News Talk STL.
Here's my problem.
Completely agree with your sentiments.
He talks about we're divided. Well, yeah, we are.
And we need to wake up as a country and realize what's going on.
101.9 and 94.1.
#1 for conservative talk.
News Talk STL.
Whoosh.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Weird. Really weird.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Let's try to say, Ken.
Weird, really weird.
You're weird.
You're weird.
I'm not weird. You're weird. All right, let's not waste any time. So much to talk about. What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching? What are you watching?
Kathy KAISER from Fox 2. Now, I got a little confused last week when I said, Thursday 9 to noon, and you said, no, this week it was Friday 9 to noon. You had to hurry on over it. Do you remember that? It was last week?
Yeah, and I had to do the same thing today.
So it was on today.
It was on today.
9 and noon.
9 and noon.
Okay.
All right.
Today. Yeah.
I love that. Thanks for being so dedicated.
Hey,
to
no problem.
our segment.
Luckily, it's only, not too far away. It's like half a
Oh,
mile
that's
from
right.
here.
Yeah, it's really close now.
Yeah.
Everybody's up here.
Yeah.
All the cool kids. I know.
All the cool kids are,
All
yeah.
the cool kids are in West County. There you go.
All right. Run them down, and then we'll talk about them.
Okay. 4.5 out of 5 popcorns, Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg's new film. 3.5 out of 5 popcorns, Cape Fear on Apple TV.
Another Cape Fear?
Yes.
Is that the fifth? That's the fifth or sixth
Third.
one now, right?
That's a
one,
mini
at least.
series, but this is a mini series on
Oh.
Apple TV.
Got it.
And then 3 out of 5 popcorns, Bring Me the Beauties, a model cult mini series on HBO Max.
All right, so let's start with Cape Fear. We'll get back to the Disclosure Day in a minute.
Okay.
Is this the third go-round on Cape Fear? I mean, Robert De Niro did it with Nick Nolte.
Yes.
I don't know, William Holden, maybe?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Yes.
Did it? And
yes.
now this.
Yes, but this is a mini series, so we've
But it's got to be the
stretched it
same
out.
story, Kathy.
It is. It's the same novel, but this one has Javier Bardem as the creeper.
Is he good?
He's really good.
I don't know who that is.
See, and I love him. Did you guys see F1? Did you see the movie F1 race movie?
Ooh, no.
Okay.
Not my bag.
Javier Bardem was in that as well, and I love him. I'm not sure that I'm sold on him being a creeper because he's a really good creeper.
Well, I mean, No Country for Old Men.
Yes.
That's all he was a creeper.
Yeah, I know,
killer.
but I like him better as
Couple things about Javier Bardem.
Yes.
I do like No Country for Old Men. That may be the last movie I ever watch because on the Oscars he had to say Free Palestine. So that pisses me off when they do that.
Right.
Okay.
When they use the forum, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Take your little award, thank you God and your agent, and fork
and
off.
your wife, Penelope Cruz.
I said fork. I said fork. Relax
Wow.
over there.
Wow.
You see him get all hot and bothered? What were you going to say?
Yes. No, I said, and he should thank his wife, Penelope Cruz. That's what I said.
Yeah,
I
I know.
think-
I looked at him. I knew who he is.
No,
Have you seen
we
No
looked
Country
him
for
up.
Old Men?
No.
He kills how many people? 20 people?
Oh, yeah. Oh, a few.
The movie's old enough now I can talk about it.
Yes.
He gets to just walk away at the
Right.
end? No, what? Nobody arrests him? Nobody kills him? He just
Right.
walks away?
Yeah. Exactly. We'll see. Okay. Without giving too much away, it is a mini series on Apple TV,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If this guy's such a creeper, Amy Adams, and you put him in jail and now he's out and now he's creeping on your family, do you get in a vehicle with him? There's just a question for me.
No, that's your
Right?
yeah.
You don't do that.
You don't, that's not, you don't.
Really? She's getting in a car with him. Okay.
I like
all right.
Amy Adams.
No
Don't
more
know her
question.
politics. So I'll just
Patrick
say.
Wilson is her husband, and yeah, it's very entertaining. It really is. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 popcorns
All right.
because it had some issues too. But you got to remember, we're dragging out a movie into a miniseries. So there you have it.
All right, let's talk about Disclosure Day. Whatever. Go ahead.
Whatever. If you like sci-fi,
I love sci-fi.
okay. If you question, are there really aliens, and you've questioned that your whole life, maybe we have some answers.
Ever since
I
my
don't.
favorite
I don't
Martian.
question. I know there are.
You know there. There
Yeah.
you go.
With Bill
there you go.
Bixby and Ray Walston.
I will tell you that at the screening, some older people walked out. It has a religious undertone too of the Catholic faith in this movie.
Oh.
And we had some older people that walked out during that part of the movie and never came back. So, it's if you are a conspiracy theorist in your head, which I was never until COVID, That's a whole nother story. We don't have time about today.
That's 5 out of 5 popcorns. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, no. If you believe this kind of stuff, it really hits home, right? And it really makes you question a lot of things about our world, a lot of things about, have they kept this under wraps? What have we really known since the 1950s?
Well, see, I don't know so much about that, but
Right?
I believe if you look at it from a scientific aspect, okay?
We can't be the only people in the universe, right?
But
Or
I
the
think
only
they're just so
being.
far away in another galaxy somewhere that maybe we can't communicate with them. I mean,
Right.
we're talking about light years, thousands of light years away, unless they can fold space. I mean, if they're going to do that, then okay, then we get
What did
other.
you say? Unless they can what?
They can fold space
Fold
and time. Yeah,
space. What does that mean?
Well, if they can, it's just a
Right. If you can.
a way of travel, space travel.
Huh.
Space and time.
We don't know if that's all theory.
Yeah. So what about the anti-Catholic thing?
Well, I'm just saying that there's a religious undertone to this. Emily Blunt is the key person, and she starts talking like she's alien. And only Josh O'Connor, whose girlfriend is Eve Hewson in the movie, who happens to be Bono's daughter. Only Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor in the movie understand what is happening.
Okay.
Like, they can understand what the aliens are saying. Anyway, Eve Hewson, the whole reason I explained all that to you guys, used to be in a convent. She was going to be a nun. So there's the undertone of all of it. And in the religious realm, do they believe in aliens? Do they believe in another form of life somewhere besides God?
I think it's
there's the undertone.
I just think we can't comprehend what it's all about. I just
Exactly.
believe that it's so beyond our comprehension. It's like, okay, question it, but we don't know. God has a plan. So
Right. There you go.
I'm going to ask you a question I asked him a while ago. He gave me a great answer on it.
Okay.
When we die and go to heaven, am I going to look like this big fat slob that I am now, or a better in shape, more handsome, thinner guy?
I think that, okay, we all hope we go to heaven and not the other place, even though I tease every
another
day. I
place?
guess I'm going to that other place. But anyway, I think that we are the perfect image that we think we were at some point in our life. I think once we get to heaven, whatever that perfect image was in our own mind is how we get to live out eternity.
So that's what you see when you look in the mirror. You see a better looking, not quite so fat guy.
I'm not saying
Your answer was great, actually.
What did he
I'm
say?
not quite
What did
sure,
he
but
say?
I just believe that it's the best version of yourself, but also it's so far beyond our comprehension. It's
Right.
not in the physical realm so much. It's more of a soulful experience.
I'm into soulful. Hey, baby, I like Barry White.
Yeah, you like when you go to heaven, Vic. I don't think you're gonna go, well, am I fat anymore? It's not gonna be that way. It's gonna be like it's gonna be more like a more.
And don't you think it's God envisioning you,
I hope.
right?
We can only hope.
Right?
Right. So
I hope that's
I don't
where
know.
we
I don't
are.
know what to say about this movie. I just don't. You know.
I think it'd be cool.
Aliens. I'm all into about anything about aliens. I got it. But I don't know.
I
why
think,
they gotta-
like I said,
why
I
do they
think
gotta
that
bash
he's very in tune. Steven Spielberg is very in tune to there is other life forms in the world.
I am
and this
too.
isn't the
I am
first
too.
movie that he's done about this.
I mean, what was the guy's name on Nova? Billions and billions.
Oh, Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan. You said there's billions and billions of stars. Well, out of those billions of stars, one of them has to be a star like our sun and have planets going around it, right, Ken?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's actually one of the most common. You know what's more common though? Two suns, and then having the rocky
Like a
planets.
spare part. Spare
Well,
sun?
like you saw in Star Wars, the two sun thing.
Yeah.
That's more commonplace in the galaxies than a single sun that we have.
Right. Right.
All right. Enough.
Enough about Disclosure Day. Just go to the theaters and see it this weekend.
If I go to the theaters, I'm going to see Pressure, and that's it.
Okay.
Bring Me the Beauties, a
Yes.
model cult. Oh, this is why girls have to be so skinny, and they right? Is that why?
No.
Isn't that what they do to models?
Well, they do, but this is about a guy model. His
Oh.
name is Hoyt Richards.
Yep.
He was the #1 model for many, 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 many years
The
in the
actor or
fashion
the
world.
character?
Hoyt Richards
The character
was a model. No, that's
The
his real
actor.
name.
Yeah.
We're talking a documentary.
Oh,
so real names,
got it.
real names. But
Fabio's in it.
right, Fabio's in
Fabio's
it,
lady.
right? Dar Dixon was another model. Frederick von Meers is the gentleman who this is about, and he had people who were beautiful come to him, and he had an extra spiritual realm of the world as well, right?
Yep.
But he only had the beautiful people brought to him, right? So this entire that's why they call it the model cult, because all these people were part of this cult. They were all models in the real world, right? But they believed his philosophy on extraterrestrial beings and all of that as well. So I think it's kind of apropos that at the same time we're doing all this spiritual stuff.
And here's what else is apropos. I just started watching The Uglies. And that's kind of this whole thing, except it's on a different level. It's like all these people say, I aspire to become a beautiful person, and they can actually take them and make them beautiful through technology.
Right.
It's crazy, but
It
this
is-
is more.
it is
This
crazy.
is a documentary.
Sci-fi. It's a sci-fi.
It's a
thing?
sci-fi,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Okay.
But this is real life.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
You know, they were in New York City. Frederick von Meers, sorry, say his last name wrong. He believed in all of this stuff, and all the pretty people, he would work on their brains, and they would all, just believe what he was telling them.
Wow.
And then he went and built a compound in North Carolina, and they all converged there. And it's funny listening to the real people from North Carolina go, we weren't sure these people weren't really weird because they were all so beautiful. Like somebody dropped them out of the air into this place in North Carolina. Like, where are these people coming from? But they were all models in New York City. And
Modeling
there you have
looks
it.
great from the outside, right?
Right,
You lay it
right.
on your
But
side.
maybe
Nobody gets into my Calvin Klein or whatever that was. And it's not so easy.
that was
is all
Brooke
I'm saying.
Shields
Yeah.
that you just did there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking when you did that, maybe Burt Reynolds. I don't know.
Or me. What the hell?
Or you. That's what I'm saying. Maybe
The
you were
hell,
Burt
Ken?
Reynolds.
What's
That's what
going
I was
on?
saying.
So I want to talk about something I watched,
Please.
which was a
please.
movie called The Mechanic from 2019 or maybe
Ooh,
even.
yes.
It doesn't matter. But Jason.
2011, I think. But
Okay.
go ahead.
Jason Statham
Mm-hmm.
is the guy that's in it. You like Jason Statham?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You like Jason Statham?
I love him.
I just want him to be. I like this movie a lot. I like him. I want him to do something completely different than how he's done everything. The way he talks, the way he can beat up 60 people. You know what I mean? A
Yeah.
guy with flaws, a guy who's funny, a guy who, just got divorced or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But anyway, good movie, remake of a Charles Bronson movie.
From 1972.
And I do like.
And it was 2011.
Okay, I do like him in this, Jason Statham. But the guy who plays Steve, I forgot his name, Tony something.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I
Doesn't
don't.
matter.
Okay.
He was good. But you know who's in this movie?
Who?
Tony Goldwyn.
Yay.
Tony Goldwyn.
I forgot that.
Did you see Ghost?
Yeah.
He's the guy where the window drops and kills him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he
Yes.
was trying to swim. That's why the guy died. That's why
He's
Patrick
good.
Swayze
Yeah,
died.
he was a bad guy in
Yeah,
Ghost.
yeah.
He's always a bad guy, apparently.
Mhm.
And he always dies, apparently. Because he died in that. He was in Dexter. He played a psychologist or a psychiatrist in Dexter, and that was a brutal death.
Yeah.
Dexter doesn't screw
Right.
around. And then this one, a totally brutal death.
Right?
And I like Tony Goldwyn. Goldwyn, Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a descendant of,
I was going to ask you if he was.
kind of a Nepo
Yes,
thing.
yes.
But that's
he
okay.
can't act.
Yes, he can. He's
yes,
very good.
Yes, he can act. And Donald Sutherland was in there, too,
For a little bit.
which I forgot.
Just for a little bit.
Just for a little bit.
Doesn't make it. A little bit.
But I'm with you I love Jason Statham, but he's kind of like Liam Neeson, right? When he started making all of his
Taken, the Taken movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
love him in Homeland, man. I'm just telling you.
it's like somebody give him something different to
True.
do.
They
right?
did.
Yeah.
They gave him the Leslie Nielsen movie to do.
But the problem with that is he's my go-to when I want to feel that way, like in Homeland. It's like, yeah, I want to do everything he does to these real bad people. It's so good.
Right? He's just good at,
Yeah. All
taking
right, so-
people out, right?
Yeah. I recommend The Mechanic. It's a good movie. There's a lot of intrigue, and you don't know what's happening. And Jason Statham just beats up 60 guys at once. What?
I was just going to say, and you were going to talk about who was in the 1972 version.
Charles Bronson.
Yes.
Love him.
Yes.
I don't know what movie it's in, but Charles Bronson he finds the bad guy, and he's got the gun on the bad guy, and the guy's wearing a cross around his neck, and the guy goes, "You believe in Jesus?" The guy says, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, guess what? You're going to meet him."
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, great line. Great line. All right, sticking around, right?
I'm sticking
You're not gonna
around.
ditch
Well,
us?
what about, did he say anything?
He's watching the sci-fi thing.
Yeah.
Oh, something else?
Running Point.
What's that?
That's a series I'm watching, Running Point.
Well, you
right
guys
now.
are up on the series. I'm not doing too good on the series. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I've just been picking movies.
And
up.
Shrinking. I'm finishing it up. We got 3 episodes left.
I was in the pool.
Right.
That's what are you watching?
What are you watching?
All right. One of our newest features that we do, Ken,
Yeah.
is called What the Beep? And that's next. So stick around.
Stream the Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Don't.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's NewstalkSTL.
I can't wait for Monday. Meet this team Monday at Connor Roofing.
Okay.
They put a new. Sometimes it's not even a place. It was Rob Connor himself, the king, the big cheese head honcho. And I like to go on and I literally look for Meet the Team on Meet the Team Monday, so I can say hi to them because they want to know that people see them. And I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's funny that we were having a conversation yesterday, Ken and I, off the air, and we were talking about Connor Roofing and the relationship. Oh no, it was with, oh my God, this is with my wife and a guy who came and helped with the air conditioning that we'll talk about at another time. But Connor, their business has exploded. Right?
Yeah.
They're always busy.
Right.
Not that they're too busy for you.
No.
They'll come to you. If you go to ConnorRoofing.com, they'll get a team there. And sometimes it's in the middle of the night. And guess what? Rob may get up and come to your house and see what's going on. Who does that, Ken?
Right.
Who does that?
They really care. That's the main thing, is they have a passion about people and they care about what's going on with them. I mean, he checks in. I've had a lot of work done on my house, and he checks in with me once in a while.
Yeah.
So how's everything going?
Right. And Kathy is on that phone, customer service. How'd we do? You tell her the truth, and then go find out on the Google reviews that they have great reviews. They're Connor Roofing. They have an honest estimate for you, quality work, and that great customer service. ConnorRoofing.com, ConnerRoofing.com.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
The House has rejected a last-ditch FISA extension. We'll ask Congressman Dr. Bob Onder if this is dangerous and why the Dems are happy about it at 420.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps. Weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL.
Hey, Columbo here for Intervine, a great local company that has customers all across the country due to the quality of their products. Intervine has the best flashlights, lanterns, headlamps, and even batteries, including the new Monster 2000 Lumen waterproof lantern and the Sentinel 2000 self-defense flashlight. Our home and vehicles are full of great Intervine products, and right now you can shop their website and get 25% off your entire purchase just by using my name, Tony, as your promo code. That's promo code Tony at Intervine.com.
Fox News commentary with Emily Campagno. Next.
When disasters hit and cell networks fail, Rapid Radios keeps you connected. Instant push-to-talk with coast-to-coast range. No contracts, no monthly bills. Trusted by law enforcement, government agencies, and over 500,000 users. Always ready when your phone isn't. Because in an emergency, seconds matter, and reliability isn't optional. Go to rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for 5% off and free shipping from Michigan. Rapid Radios. Communication redefined.
Here's Emily Campagno.
How struck I am by the inability for the Southern Poverty Law Center to articulate with any grounding whatsoever why they used donor funds to support the hate groups that they pretend to be against. Maybe I'm used to good liars on television for some reason, but I think I expected a little bit more of a position from them that might explain. But frankly, they haven't done at all any type of explaining whatsoever. They're being skewered here, and rightly so. And so now I think that there should be further steps taken to what will we do with those funds? And the weak, pathetic excuses of, well, we use undercover informants for the FBI, and that doesn't mean that's not this. This was a purposeful fomenting of civil discord here in this country to achieve a very self-serving motivation. None of this is acceptable.
For more commentary like this, go to foxnewspodcast.com.
It's Friday!
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
We always have had compelling value sets, the visions of America. One of those value sets is revenge and retribution.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Sub dudes?
Yep.
As soon as you can. I love Al Green's music, man. I really do. Okay, so we've only done this a few times. I love it. You love it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it started with Ken and I using the bookmark feature on X. So you can go back and find something easily if we want to talk about it on the air, right?
Correct.
Okay. So one day we were just, hey, let's go back and forth. And what's your bookmark? Okay, my bookmark.
More rapid fire mode.
Yeah. And then we said, well, let's call this something. So for some unknown reason, we call it What the?
What the?
What the? What? What the? What?
What the?
What? What?
Boy, what in the hell?
It's what the? All right, I go first, Kenny?
Yep.
All right, the World Cup begins today. United States plays in SoFi Stadium in California against Paraguay. And there's a commercial on right now for the World Cup. These guys are sitting at a bar, and they're showing all these celebrations in New York City and Times Square, people cheering because apparently, the World Cup and the United States won the World Cup. And a voice comes that you don't hear. I mean, you don't see, but you hear and go, hey. And then they both look at it. It's Mike Ruccioni from the 1980 hockey team. He goes, you don't believe in miracles? And he walks out. So wouldn't it be great, though, if they won the World Cup?
Oh, yeah.
Here's my prediction. If Team USA wins the World Cup, I think it's going to be the biggest payout in sports betting ever.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is going to happen. A lot of people, wouldn't you put $100 on the USA now before it starts? That's a huge payout.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
What the?
All right, mine from David Burke. Democrats in Maine don't care if Graham Parker abused women, said U.S. soldiers should have been killed by the Taliban, attended very expensive prep schools, and pretends to be a working man, masturbates in porta potties, says women deserve to be raped. As long as the nipple Nazi helps Democrats gain power, can you even imagine the media backlash if the Republicans nominated someone like this for the U.S. Senate? Today's Democrat Party is like a rabid dog. It needs to be put down before anyone else gets bitten.
What the what?
You made a great mistake there because you said Graham Parker. You did. It's written there, Graham Plattner. I'm sure.
Graham Plattner, yeah.
But you said Graham Parker. I love Graham Parker, the rumor, right?
Yeah, Graham Plattner.
Stupefaction. Real quick, Phil Mickelson got in some trouble, the golfer, because he he touched some girl on, what do they call that? Unwanted advances or something like that. And now he's been kicked out of the club that he plays at all the time. So if you're Phil Mickelson, no unwanted touching, but if you're Graham Plattner, just fine.
That's okay.
And throw in the Nazi thing, and you're just great. Okay, sorry. Mine is, remember the people you're arguing with thought this man was competent. That's a picture of Joe Biden.
What the?
According to Elon Musk here, what Thomas Sowell said is exactly right and needs to stop. Thomas Sowell what multiculturalism boils down to is that you can praise any culture in the world except Western culture, and you cannot blame any culture in the world except Western culture.
Ben Stiller, in the ultimate hypocrisy, said New Yorkers have to do something about homelessness. Today, he walked straight past the homeless guy on the street like he didn't even exist.
What the?
The media won't show you this. President Trump's motorcade was welcomed with massive cheers from New Yorkers on his way to Madison Square Garden. Looks like the supporters outnumber the paid protesters.
What the
So the media, they not only didn't criticize Joe Biden, they covered for him. And I want you to hear the way they did cover for him after his third major fall, okay?
And he was on his back for quite a bit longer than the president today.
That is excellent context. Thank you very much.
Presidents do fall. They do. They trip and fall.
I triple. I also. It's painful to watch people trip. On tape
it's the worst.
And in public.
Are you kidding?
It is the worst.
He literally tiptoed down a ramp at West. I believe this was West Point.
Still on the West Point thing.
The one. It's just one where he slid.
So 3 falls, Democrats, TV, mainstream media, they're fine with it.
Boy, what in the hell?
Okay, lives of TikTok. Tammy Duckworth supporting men in women's bathrooms. This is an actual U.S. senator. She's a picture of Tammy Duckworth, and on her shirt, Vic, in the front, it says, and this is not AI, "You can pee next to me."
What the?
All right, this is my last one, Ken.
Okay, Vic.
So the Knicks played the Spurs in game 3. And it kills me. Talk about hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is not even a word anymore. Do you know that, Ken? It's not even a word because it fits too well that it's become a word with no meaning. And so the people who were at the Knicks game, right? The Knicks play at Madison Square Garden. We all know that. Tina Fey, courtside. You think she's ever been to a Knicks game before then?
No.
Right? Tracy Morgan, he may have been. Warren Haynes from the Allman Brothers Band, I don't think he's ever been, not that I don't like him. Christine Taylor, never. Ben Stiller, front row. Timothy Chalamet. Is that how you say it? Timothy Chalamet. I'll bet this is the first basketball game he was at, much less Knicks game at Madison Square Garden. Josh Safdie, is that an actor too?
Safdie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet he's never been to a Knicks game. Rick Pitino absolutely belongs there. No big deal. And the weird Spike Lee, he's at every game, so that counts. That's fine. Who else was in here? All these people. Christopher Maloney.
Mm-hmm.
See an actor? He's in like NYPD or
Yes.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's been to a couple here and there, but
Mariska Hargitay's in there too.
Yeah,
Yes.
But
Yes.
she's been. I've seen her. At,
Oh yeah, she's been at.
yeah.
She's been at.
But the thing is when someone like Mamdani or Hakeem Jeffrey says, "Well, President Trump, he's probably never been to a game ever," or
Right.
Kathy Hochul.
that's my point of doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
No, she said, "Well, I'm sure he couldn't name the championship team from 1993." And Vic, go ahead.
There was no championship team in 1993.
What the?
There you go. And did you see the Taylor Swift madness with
Stevie Nicks?
Stevie Nicks, Kinicks, Nickelback, Knickle back. Like she thinks she's so creative because she's using the word Knicks.
Well, that's because Stevie Nicks is one of her favorite artists.
What does that have to do with a Knicks game?
It doesn't.
Stop the crap with our basketball game.
What the?
What the?
What the? What the? What?
Hey.
What?
And these.
What in the hell?
Exactly, because we were sitting there and I'm like, some of the things that we read on social media are so crazy. You just want to go, what the?
Yep.
And we would say the word and we can't
And
say
get in
it
trouble.
here. Right.
Nobody wants to get in trouble. And I said fork off before. Just so you know.
You sure did. And my daughter said something, but I covered it up.
What the?
That's your daughter?
That's my daughter.
Oh, my God. Ken's daughter.
Potty mouth,
cursing
little
on the
girl.
radio. My goodness. All right. Don't you agree, though?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, when you said Timothy Chalamet, I was waiting for you to say something about who was sitting next to him.
Which was who?
Kylie.
Who?
Kylie Jenner.
Oh!
Ugh.
That's what I was waiting for.
I wish I knew.
She goes to every game.
So I'll say, so complete transparency, I'm not picking these out as faces. People have actually captioned who they are.
Right.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Like it says Tracy Morgan, it says Warren Haynes, and it says Timothy Chalamet.
And I know Tracy Morgan, he goes to a lot of games.
Yeah.
He does.
I like Tracy, too.
I
he's
think
fun.
Ben Stiller's at a lot of games, too.
Probably.
I've seen him, but
Is
not his wife with him.
But we like Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
Is
we
it-
like him.
Isn't Tracy Morgan? I'm Brian Fellows. Is that him? Is that
I've
him?
heard Tracy Morgan say a few things that gives me a hope that he's a conservative.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I've heard
I'd
heard
love
things.
to see it. I would
I've
love
heard
to see
things.
it.
Well, he won't show it, but I've just heard things the way he talked. It's like, okay, well, you can't be thinking the other way then.
I'm just glad he's okay after that car accident.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
shocked
Yeah.
that he can be doing anything.
Well, crazy story about that real quick is that watching stuff, there was this aquarium TV show that we would watch all the time out of Vegas, and Tracy Morgan was getting this very big room-size special aquarium. This happened, and they finished it, and it was great shortly before he had that car accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, if you love Tracy Morgan, then you got to watch him on the AFI special. American Film Institute just gave Eddie Murphy a huge Lifetime Achievement Award, and Tracy Morgan's on there as one of the speakers. You will love him.
So
So,
it's like a roast kind of a thing?
Mhm.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
roast on, yeah.
I don't like the roasts anymore.
You don't?
No. You know, when Don Rickles did them,
Mhm.
Don Rickles was able to insult people
Without it being creepy, right? Cringy, yeah.
and really
Yes.
just downright offensive.
Right.
Yeah,
What?
but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I just think that you may not know the people as well as the older version. Not saying you're
What are you trying to
old.
say, Ken?
I'm just saying that. I mean, back then, you know, they still roasted the hell out of them like they do now. It's just that I'm not real familiar with the.
It's in a
newer
different
people.
way. In a different way. Like
You think?
Foster Brooks would come out talking
Well,
like this
true.
junk, and that was it. You know?
Yeah.
And Dean Martin would call, Don Rickles would call Dean Martin a hockey puck, that kind of thing.
Right.
Best thing about Toy Story ever is when he goes, "What are you looking at, you hockey puck?" And he was talking to a hockey puck.
You're right.
Thank you, Kathy. We love you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Kathy.
See you next Friday.
Have a great weekend.
You got
You
it.
too.
All right, coming up next, Tim Jones is going to be busy on June the 18th with Ann Schlafly from the Eagle Forum. And we're going to talk to Ann. She's next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home.
Whoosh.
This is Michael McGreevy. Escape to Margaritaville night at Busch Stadium on Friday, June 26th. Celebrate the legacy of Jimmy Buffett with a special pregame performance by the Boat Drunks. With a special theme ticket, you'll receive a Margaritaville-inspired Cardinals cap. Plus, a portion of each ticket benefits Singing for Change. Kick back, relax, and enjoy a night where it's 5 o'clock somewhere, even at 7:15 first pitch. Details and tickets at cardinals.com/theme.
This is Jordan Walker. Celebrate Black Heritage Day, presented by your quality Ford dealers on Sunday, June 28th at Busch Stadium. This special culture and community event honors the impact, history, and legacy of the Black community in baseball and beyond. With a special themed ticket, you'll receive an exclusive Cardinals jersey designed by Corey Rogers. And don't miss a special heritage celebration in Budweiser Terrace before the game. Details and tickets at cardinals.com/theme.
It's a brand new show on News Talk STL. JC's Sunday Showgram.
It was 19 years ago this week. We were all stunned by the final episode of The Sopranos. We'll look back with Journey's Neil Sean. We lost Tim Russert this week in 2008, so we'll pull some of his stuff out of the archives. And it's back to 1990 for Speed Golf at Tower T with Mike Bush, Doug Vaughn, and Jay Randolph. All brought to you by the Weber Automotive Group.
Sunday mornings, 7 to 9. Then podcast each Monday on NewsTalkSTL.com. KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefontaine, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 101.9, 94.1, and always streaming at NewsTalkSTL.com.
News this hour at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Today's SpaceX IPO set to make Elon Musk the world's first ever trillionaire. Here's Bernie Bennett.
Elon Musk is officially the world's first trillionaire on paper after the rocket, satellite, and AI company SpaceX raised a record $75 billion in its initial public offering. Once the stock debuts on the NASDAQ, market makers will begin matching buy and sell orders to find an opening price as the world's most valuable private company ceases to be private. Unusually, SpaceX priced its IPO at a fixed $135 share. SpaceX will raise around $75 billion, comprising 555 million shares, with an anticipated market capitalization of $1.75 trillion. Bernie Bennett reporting.
A key U.S. government surveillance program is set to expire today. The surveillance tool known as FISA is seen as vital in preventing terrorist attacks and catching foreign spies. Is set to expire, however, after congressional efforts to extend it came up short. Critics say the program allows the government to aim its surveillance capacity at American citizens. Former South Korean President Yoon has been given a long prison term for drone flights over North Korea's Pyongyang.
South Korea's ousted President Yoon Suk-yeol and his former defense minister have been sentenced to 30 years in prison in a case alleging Yoon ordered drone flights over Pyongyang in 2024 to heighten tensions with North Korea and justify declaring martial law at home. The same court had earlier sentenced Yoon to life in prison for a rebellion conviction over his short-lived imposition of martial law in December 2024. North Korea had accused Seoul of flying drones over Pyongyang to drop propaganda leaflets 3 times in October 2024. I'm Charles Tiller-Tasman.
It's mixed trading on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average doing well right now. It's up 262 points. NASDAQ dipping into negative territory, up by about 60. More at townhall.com.
Here's something nobody tells you about owning a home. While you were at work, your house was working too. Property values went up. You paid down principal. Your house quietly earned you tens of thousands of dollars, maybe a lot more, and never asked for a thing in return. The average American homeowner has built 6 figures in equity over the last few years. 6 figures! And most have never collected a penny of it. Fellowship Home Loans helps you collect. For over 20 years, Mike and Brian have shown families how to put that equity to work. A HELOC, a cash-out refi. Money for the renovation, the debt consolidation you need, or that project you've been putting off. Everything is done in-house. One roof, one team, all with a servant-led mentality. People who treat you like family. Your home already paid you. Go cash the check. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G or call 800-510-MIKE. 800-510-6453. 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans. Mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
This hour of News Talk STL is brought to you by Stifel, serving investors for over 130 years. Contact your Stifel financial advisor at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
Tired of settling for generic fishing gear? Say hello to Bullseye Bait and Tackle, O'Fallon's one-stop shop for serious anglers. Live bait, premium tackle, rods, reels, and an unbeatable selection of lures from top brands like Megabass, Zoom, and Berkley. Whether you're after bass, catfish, crappie, or bluegill, they've got the gear to help you land the big one. Plus, their expert team, led by Mark and Liz, provides rod and reel repair services. Bullseye Bait and Tackle, 266 Fort Zumwalt Square, or at bullseyebaitandtackle.net.
1949, the last time a Republican held the top post in St. Louis City. A gallon of milk was 84 cents and streetcars ran down Grand Avenue. Unfortunately, St. Louis City streets are no longer the epicenter of family and business life. In the 80 years of Democrat control, our city has been on a steady decline.
Hello, Kirk Ilsinger, chairman of the Republican Party for the city of St. Louis, and we believe it is our duty to provide a different path forward. I invite you to our meetings the first Thursday of every month. Learn more at stl-gop.com.
Paid for by St. Louis City Republican PAC. Curtis Farber, Treasurer.
I'm in my late 60s. My husband died a few years ago. He did all of our taxes. I sold a piece of property last year, and I forgot to claim the proceeds of the sale. Next thing I know, I got a letter from the IRS telling me that I owe over $50,000. Now I have a huge tax problem. I don't have that kind of money. I wish I knew who to call.
If you sold property in the last calendar year or didn't claim all of your part-time or even retirement income, you could be in big trouble with the IRS. Call first before they send you a letter. If you've already got a letter, call. We'll help you file years of past tax returns and save you time and money. So call the tax doctor. The call is confidential and free.
800-240-4586. 800-240-4586. 800-240-4586. That's 800-240-4586.
This hour, the Vic Porcelli Show, brought to you by the Trolley Stop Bakery, the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
A 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
We squeeze in a dry hump day under partly sunny skies.
From New Jersey to Baldwin, Missouri, two behind the microphone, taking the whoosh to the radical left and the putrid swamp. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show. Here he is, Vic Porcelli.
Hour number 3 on a Friday. My goodness gracious, we got 1 hour left of this working week, Ken.
I had to look up there because I thought this thing is going by way too fast.
Today did go by fast.
It really did.
That means we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Time flies.
When you're having fun.
Exactly right, Ken. You read my mind. Okay. We've got the chat box and the wheel of audio clips on the way right now. Special guest, privileged to have her on the show from actually the chair. Okay. Ann Schlafly. Hi, Ann. How are you?
Hi, Vic. Thanks for having me on.
Now, this morning I was like, chairman? She's a woman. Chairwoman? Chair? How am I supposed to say that?
Chairperson?
Well, chairman is a position.
But you're not a man.
So just like congresswoman or congressman is a position, you know, it just defines the position.
Okay, so you're good with chairman.
I'm good with chairman.
All right, let's start all over again.
I'm not going tranny on you.
No, my God, don't do that to us. Jeez. Our special guest, privileged to have her, chairman of the Eagle Forum, Ann Schlafly. Thanks for being with us, Ann, seriously.
It is a pleasure.
You know, your mom was just a fireball. You know, she never held back. And that was one thing I loved about her was she didn't say, well, maybe there's some people in this room that aren't going to agree with it. She didn't care. She went double-barreled no matter where she was. Am I right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's what made her so beloved is that she was fearless.
That's right, she was. And guess what? Our very own Tim Jones is going to be there with you to MC this great event happening on June 18th. Scrap the tax.
Thursday, June 18th at the DePere Lodge from 5 to 7. And yes, we're honored to have Tim Jones, but we also have another really important special guest. That's Grover Norquist, who I call the anti-tax man.
He is. Grover and Tim are like Abbott and Costello. They're like always talking together, always funny, right? He's hysterical, Grover Norquist.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, and it'll be a memorable event because we have an opportunity in Missouri to adjust our taxes and save consumers money.
Well, it seems like so much to do, Ann, because, okay, income tax. Nobody wants income tax. I think personal property tax is the real villain here, and I think the thing that people, the thing that Ken and I hear from the most from people is the personal property tax.
Yeah.
Then you got your property taxes. That's an awfully big nut to crack, isn't it?
It is, and I think I think all taxes inhibit growth. And if we want to have, a growing state, because we're static right now, we need a growing state, and we need to attract people to our state, and we need to attract businesses that want to stay in Missouri and not businesses that want to leave Missouri. And overhauling our tax policy is a way to encourage business, encourage entrepreneurship, and to have more success in our state. I don't know about you, but I'm looking fondly at Tennessee and saying, why are they eating our lunch?
Oh, big time. Yeah, I've been down there multiple times, and that's all my wife and I talk about is how many skyscrapers they're building. I mean, they're actually growing at a rapid pace. I wanted to ask you about the taxes before 1913, Ann, because before that they didn't have them, and it was all tariffs, and somehow we survived. But now after 1913, which by the way was supposed to be a temporary thing, has become way more than permanent.
And the important thing to remember about that first tax in 1913 is that it was only levied on millionaires. Every time some politician tells you that this is only going to be a tax on millionaires, they are trying to deceive you, because it doesn't take long for them to realize that they need to expand the tax base in order to get all the money they want.
Right. And, you know, we probably, just getting back to the event, we shouldn't leave out Representative Bishop Davidson and Representative Ben Keithley.
Oh,
two,
yeah, Ben
two
Keithley,
great
yeah.
conservatives there.
They are smart guys.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? Whenever Tim talks to us, he talks to us every Wednesday, he's always bringing up Ben Keithley and Bishop Davidson. So if Tim likes them, I like them.
Yes. No, they're. It's very encouraging to see young men in the legislature who are out to help Missourians and not just help themselves.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, so Scrap the Tax again is on June the 18th. Oh my God, that's like around the corner here. Let's see how close that is.
Next week.
Yes.
Are you coming, Vic?
Sure.
That's why I wanted to get her on now because it's coming up so quickly.
And that's a Pear Lodge getting a lot of ink.
So here's the important thing.
Yeah.
It's free. I want to have a discussion. I want to get the word out. I'm not charging any money to come to this event. You can hear these incredibly intelligent people for free.
Well, Tim Jones, incredibly intelligent. You sure? I mean, Tim Jones is. I'm kidding. We love the speaker so much here at this radio station, and anytime you talk about taxes, Tim Jones is on it. And I'm telling you, every time Tim Jones is talking about taxes, he either brings up or talks to Grover Norquist.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because nobody knows more about the punishing nature of taxes than Grover.
We're talking to Ann Schlafly, chairman of Eagle Forum, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here because listeners have come to me and said, okay, so the income tax, you want to get rid of it. That's great. But something else the other shoe has to drop because if we're not paying taxes on this, income taxes, we're going to be paying it somewhere. Or are they going to get rid of services? What's going to happen to where, are we going to pay the same? Are we going to pay less? What's the story there?
Well, I think those are credible questions about it because, you know, the government does need some money for services, but we have in the last 10 years doubled our state's budget. Do you think we're getting double the services? Do you think all this extra money that is in our Missouri budget is worthwhile?
Good
or do you think the Missouri budget can be cut?
Sometimes I look at our situation in Missouri, right? How did the budget get so darn big? And then I look at the federal level and how Joe Biden and Barack Obama, by the way, just grow the government so big where people are relying on the government. And then it's like, well, what about job loss? Yeah, okay, sometimes job loss has to happen. I got news for you. Ken and I have had job losses in radio, and nobody gave a damn. Just want to say that.
It's true.
Well, yes, and you know, employment is important because we have. I think I read the statistic earlier today that a third of working age men are not employed or looking for work. I mean, we do need able-bodied people to be working because that produces a good economy, which produces more revenue. But so how the taxes are reduced is a combination of things. First of all, you have to cut the budget. You have to rein in profligate spending. And don't tell me you can't make cuts in government spending because we all make cuts in our household budget.
Right. So some parts of the government, I think, and this, you tell me, you're smarter than I am, to save money, some of the agencies can be privatized, and then it's not a government function anymore. For instance, the post office, right? Post office is losing billions of dollars. How many companies get to be in business and lose billions and stay in business? Privatize it, shrink it. Sorry if there's job loss again. I don't want to see people lose their job, but sometimes it has to happen. But what do you think is about privatizing some government agencies?
And this is coming from, by the way, a person who used to work at the post office.
Yes, I did. I was a letter carrier for the United States Postal Service years ago.
Well, don't you think that the Department of Motor Vehicles did much better when they privatized their license offices?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to stand in line all day to get a renewal of your license, but you can queue up online and just go at your appointed time. I mean, what a benefit that was. I don't think the government would have done it on its own. It took private energy to do that.
Can I tell you a funny story? When I first moved here, I'm from New Jersey originally. I don't know if you picked up on the accent.
I can't tell.
Ah, right. So when I first got here, right, got new license plates and everything, and then it took me so long to find the Department of Motor Vehicles, and I was like, and then finally I was like, oh, of course, the Department of Revenue, right? And I got the plates, and then they give you the tag, and then the lady gives me a tag. She goes, okay, now take a razor blade and cut up the tag. I was like, do you know how long it took me just to find you to get this tag? And now you want me to cut it up with a razor blade? She goes, people will steal it. I said, bah. Didn't do it. Somebody stole the tags the very next day, so I had to go back next time and I cut it up. But that's a great example. Is the Department of Motor Vehicles? I think the post office. I think Social Security being privatized would maybe we wouldn't be hearing stories about it running out of money in 2032.
Well, they've been talking about Social Security running out of money for my entire life.
That's true.
And somehow they managed to shore it up at the final moment. But the post office, of course, that's a national issue, not a state issue. Missouri can't do anything about the post office. But do I wish things were changed in the post office? Yeah, because one of the biggest problems in the post office is their union and the incredible money they spend on retirement benefits.
Yeah, you're right. It's a federal thing, not a state thing. So let's come up with one state agency that can be privatized. Do you have any ideas for that?
Well, I think a lot of agencies do better. I mean, most things do better if they have private energy. The initiative that comes from private ownership. I mean, after all, the big news today is the market capitalization of SpaceX. We used to think that NASA had to be a government agency, that nobody would go into space if it weren't a government agency. And what we've learned is that, no, you turn it over to private industry, and suddenly you get incredible innovation in space travel.
Yeah, and recently, Ann, President Trump, he signed an executive order highlighting and promoting alternative education, like for construction industry, plumbing, electrical, and different contractors and different types of employment other than going to college first. And I think that needs to be a focus too. We're running out of electricians, welders, plumbers. I mean, it's an important thing, and I think we need to probably, and I'm not saying invest in that, but privately possibly invest in that.
Focus on trade schools.
Yeah, trade schools.
Yeah.
Well, the education in Missouri is pretty pathetic, because I think we only have 43% of our students who are reading at grade level.
Yep.
I mean, that's a disaster of government schools, that they cannot. They seem to be incapable of providing a quality education to the people who most need it.
Yep, you're right. And you know what? I can't do math at my grade level. Okay, I can't do math at a third grade level. I can't do math. I can't add. I'm not kidding. I can't do math. But I went to school in New Jersey, so that explain that. All right. One more time. Scrap the Tax is the name of the event. And Ann Schlafly, chairman of the Eagle Forum, will be there. Tim Jones will be emceeing the event. That's great. Anti-tax man Grover Norquist, and two great conservative minds in the state of Missouri. Maybe these two guys can come up with some ideas next Thursday night on how to shrink the state government.
Yeah,
somebody's got to do it. And that's
I think they have all kinds of ideas of things that we can do, but and it is something you can't lower income taxes without lowering the spending, and we need to hold government feet to the fire to rein in spending. Because do you feel as though you're getting your money's worth from the state of Missouri?
Absolutely not.
No. And knowledge is power. Go to the event.
What a great line, Ken.
Yeah, right. And go to the event and find out about it, because I know that there are a lot of people. Anybody who's paying taxes has to be interested in this.
Yes. I mean, this Amendment 5 is going to be on the August primary,
Yep.
and we need to be educated about it and learn what it is. And because I think this is a very important issue. Taxes affect every single one of us. There's nobody who is not affected by taxes.
That's true.
So it behooves us to learn all about it.
Yep, you're right. Those two great conservative minds I was talking about was Representative Bishop Davidson and Representative Ben Keithley, who will be there. So, Ann, no RSVP or anything, just show up?
We want a crowd. Show up. But you can always send me a note at eagleforum.org if you want to attend, and I'd happily put you on the list.
Eagleforum.org.
That's not on here, Ken, so you better write it down.
Well, eagleforum.org. How about
All right,
that?
fair enough. Ann Schlafly, chairman from the Eagle Forum. It's such a privilege to have you on the show. The Schlafly name in this town is just conservative with a capital C, and you are just carrying on that tradition, and we appreciate your time very much.
Thank you, Vic. It's so much fun.
All right. You had fun, Ken.
I hope so.
Yep.
Thank you, Ann.
Scrap the Tax, June 18th, 5 to 7 o'clock. Tim Jones will be your MC.
Tim?
Timmy! What did I say? Did I say Tim?
No, you did.
Okay.
I just wanted to add that.
You can anytime, Ken. Anytime.
Timmy! He likes that.
He does like that.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yes.
It's his name.
He renamed it.
Timmy! It's his name.
He revitalized the image.
I hope Ann is not still listening because she's going to regret being on the show. So let's just move along and talk about our 5th birthday, Ken.
Yes.
Yep. The country's celebrating its semi-quincentennial. I have abandoned the semi-sesquicentennial. Don't like the way it sounds as much as semi-quincentennial because you got the quin in there, which is 5, right? Quintuple
Right.
surgery and all that stuff. Quintuplets, 5. And we are celebrating our quin.
Right.
June 26th is our big party at Frankie Martin's Garden in Cottleville in St. Charles County, Freedom County, as we like to call it. It's an outdoor party. It starts at 7. Jason Nelson and the Retro Nerds on the
They're
big
great,
stage.
man.
They did our first party.
Yeah, yeah.
A full evening of one of the best 80s tributes band in St. Louis. Sorry, didn't drink before the show. Swear I didn't. We'll be under the pavilion up near the state. Is this Express Yourself?
Express yourself, Vic. Come on.
I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. 7 to 10, Friday night, June 26th at Frankie Martin's Garden in Cottleville. Meet us there. Coming up next, Chat Box.
You don't never need help from nobody else. All you got to do now, express yourself.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter.
Whatever you do.
Vic and Ken.
Here's $40 if you leave right now.
No, I stay.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Whoosh.
It's Friday.
I think we should be able to have a civil conversation.
The news and talk that matters to St. Louis.
This conversation has completely made me crazy.
This is complete insanity.
News Talk STL.
I'm Dr. TJ, owner of the Institute of Natural Health, co-owner of Optimal Nutraceuticals, and the host of Wellness One. Wellness One is designed to cut through the nonsense and provide you common sense science-based information regarding health and wellness. On the show, we discuss topics like thyroid health, gut health, hormone optimization, and many others. Our show airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. right here on Newstalk STL. And you can visit us at inhstl.com. That's inhstl.com.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
Treasurer Vivek Malik. You know we can't do an interview without talking about one of your favorite subjects.
That is Show Me My Money. ShowMeMoney.com.
Exactly.
Yes.
Show me the money. All right, how much money are you holding and how much have you given back?
We are holding about $1.5 billion of
That's
this
incredible.
money.
Wow.
And everybody should get on the ShowMeMoney.com and look up their name, and I say, come get your money. Indeed.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps. Weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL.
Remember those magical moments in Mom's kitchen? The heavenly aroma of fresh baked cookies? At Trolley Stop Bakery in Chesterfield's Forum Shopping Center, our co-op of talented bakers has been perfecting that homemade magic for 4 decades. From the gooeyest cookies in town to custom pies, cobblers, and cakes, everything's made from scratch, just like Mom and Grandma's recipes. Need that perfect corporate gift? We ship our famous cookies nationwide. The Trolley Stop Bakery, 67 Forum Shopping Center, or TrolleyStopBakery.com. Because some traditions are too sweet not to share.
If you have a phone, you have a radio.
Download the all-new News Talk STL app.
Love the all-new Newstalk STL app.
On my way to work in the morning.
Usually I'm in the car.
I listen on the app in my car every morning going to work.
Download the News Talk STL app and listen anytime, anywhere. Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
In my pocket. What you doing? Come on, Cecil, give me a dollar. I love this song so much, man.
Fun.
Tom Scott from the LA Express, the Blues Brothers Band, is in horn section, you know?
Yeah.
And the horn, you must love this.
Oh, yeah.
With the horn section, right?
This is the kind of music I jam to.
On sax?
Yeah.
Yep. Because it's like...
Well, you can add lib.
Waves it at the jam. I ain't got no dough. I just want some OJ. Don't look at me because you were looking
Did you
my
practice
way.
that, Vic? Because you sound like you've heard the song before.
This is my favorite Ricky Lee Jones song by far. This is probably one of my top 20 songs of all time.
Okay.
Come on, Cecil, give me 10. Okay. Ken, we need to come to some sort of collective bargaining agreement with these two chat boxes here.
Okay.
Okay. It's a daily fight. It's a daily battle. If you don't get them all, we get letters and, grievances.
Grievances.
And things,
I like that word.
You know?
Yeah.
You like the word, but you don't like the actual
No, I
grievance
don't like
thing.
the actual grievance thing, no.
Just a second. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. Chat box. We'll start with Facebook. Just to start some more trouble. What the heck?
Why not?
Tom Lawson says, good morning, freedom fighters.
And I want to say about Facebook, it wasn't our issue this morning. It was like the first hour we couldn't get on because of Facebook.
Well, the Facebook people might think that the Rumble people were up to it.
Could be.
Sabotaging.
I'm not saying that's out of the question.
Could be
I'm not
sabotaging.
saying.
It's another Red Shirt Friday. Got my red shirt. Remember, everyone deployed. Ken's got his red hat. That's Paul Spool.
Hey, Paul.
He's got some stuff in there. See, he's smart. He goes to both boxes. GMFFEH. That means good morning, freedom fighting Vic Heads. Thank you, Barb. Makes you wonder if they want to stir some crap up before election. Also would like total surrender and regime change in Iran.
Yeah, that's all this is. They're playing the game, the time game. I still say it's never gonna. We're never gonna get an agreement with them. We're never going to.
Yeah. Laura Liz, I believe the literal elephants in the room she was referring to are the Republicans. Oh, that almost makes her right.
Let's see.
The Republicans are the elephants, and the Democrats are the jackasses.
And I agree with that, except for
she didn't know what she
I don't think
she's
she
not
was,
smart enough.
No. That wouldn't have come from her.
If it was anyone else, Liz, we might say that was true, but not in Jazzy's case. John Grady for state representative in District 61 listening, Ken.
Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Missouri often uses veterans for talking points and photo ops, yet ranks near the bottom among states for veterans benefits. Take HJR 115, a simple request to voters to fix a typo. It's been bouncing back and forth for 8 years with no progress. It's time for Missouri to stop using veterans for sound bites and start taking real, meaningful action to support them. You know what, John? I don't know if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care.
No, what? How can people get motivated to do something? How can they get engaged? What do they do? Go to is there a website there or something?
No. He's just saying, let's go. Let's support veterans.
Okay.
We're all for
right,
that.
all right.
We're all for that.
We are.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right about that.
Lisa Boyer. Lisa Boyer?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, how you doing?
Jason Statham movies that are funny. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, a buddy cop-style spin-off where Statham's character trades rapid-fire hilarious insults and bickering with Dwayne Johnson. And especially for you, Vic, Snatch 2000. Let me tell you something, Lisa Boyer. I love Snatch. Have you ever seen the movie Snatch?
Yeah, I did.
You know, first of all, what's his name? Brad Pitt. His character, his British, Irish accent. The characters in the movie don't even understand what he's saying, and we're supposed to, you know.
Right.
I love that. I love that he's sitting there with all his boys, and some guy that comes up to talk to him makes one wrong move, and they all jump up out of their chairs. It's so cool, Ken. They're all literally jump out of their chairs, and they're ready to fight. And I just love the quick action. Yeah. And Stephen Graham is in it. Now, Stephen Graham, if you've seen Boardwalk Empire,
no.
If you've seen The Irishman,
no.
Do you not like Italians? What is your problem?
That's what it is, Vic.
So, Stephen Graham played Al Capone in Boardwalk Empire. You know? All right, we're going to have dinner, and then we're going to talk about who dies, okay? That's what we're going to do. He's got the thickest British accent ever.
Oh, but he's really good with that.
Unbelievable. He also played Tony Tony Provenzano, in The Irishman.
Well, I'll be.
Italian guy, hot temper. Nothing like Stephen Graham actually speaks, and I love that. However, in Snatch, he speaks in his natural British accent. I love it. Absolutely love. I didn't even realize Jason Statham was in it. Statham plays a Turkish and unlucky, fast-talking boxing promoter. I got to go back and watch Snatch again. I love that movie. Okay. Over to Rumble we go. M. Gold says, good morning, Patriots. M. Gold comes in first, doesn't brag about it. Very humbly.
Very, very low-key.
Very low-key, very humbly says, good morning, Patriots. Duke, always great to hear from Duke. Good morning, all freedom-fighting Patriot Vic Heads. Whoosh, my brothers and sisters.
Whoosh.
Good morning, Patriots. That's PMS. Hey, it's good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
And PMS says, before I forget, the Facebook chat box is the Gremlins 2 of chat boxes. He's always got a good one every day. Good Friday.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
No. Ken, guess who's in the chat box?
Who?
Gene, the dancing machine.
My goodness.
Do we have it? Oh, there we go. We love hearing from Gene. Ooh, Gene.
It's Gene, the dancing machine.
Gene says, good Friday morning, y'all. Red Skeleton's version of the pledge is the best. Many need to take heed. He also says, unfortunately, Indivisible in the pledge is having a jackhammer taken to it. We are in a bad place, I believe, due to complacent, low information voters. And he says, hi, Larry. It's Larry Connors. So, Indivisible is in the pledge for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Are we that now? Are we indivisible right now?
Well, I think we are as a nation currently, but that's really being frayed a little bit. I think we need to come together more. I don't know how else to put it.
So we're not indivisible.
We're not indivisible. We are indivisible, Vic. I think we're indivisible right now. We, as a nation. I think that if, say, for example, things went sideways with China or Russia or Islam, we would come together.
I hope you're right.
At this point. I think we would. Here's one reason why. Okay, you got the Native American population, and you would think that they would be siding with other people against the government, right? Or basically, this guy was saying, he said, I'm full-blood Indian. I'm Navajo. And I'm for white people, and here's why. Islam is not for Indians, and we would be the first to go if there was an Islamic caliphate in this country.
Now, that's somebody who's done their homework on Islam.
Big time.
Like you.
Yep.
Morning, Vic, Ken, and freedom-fighting Vic Heads. Thank you, Allison. We just love you to death. Frank Sinatra's The House I Live In is another great patriotic song. We'll work on it. Paul Spool, freedom-fighting patriots. We're 5 months out from the AMVETS Riders Smoking for Veterans Barbecue Bash. Yesterday I had my AMVET shirt on. The original Clancy's Irish Pub in Ellisville. 100% of the funds help local vets, and they need sponsors. So call Paul or go to his website or email him. PSPool, that's P-U-H-L, MoAmVetsRiders.org. November 7th. We got to get some sponsors on that deal.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just a minute to jump on and say, hey, it's good to hear you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Or hear you.
Or yeah.
Yeah, fine. Listening on my phone, that's a radio. Thank you. Setting up this morning for a church pancake and sausage fundraiser tomorrow morning. Blessings all. Ed's always doing good things for people. And by the way, Dadgummit. When you scroll through, I scroll through Facebook, and sometimes I don't know if I just get overzealous or what, but I'll see the post before I'll see who posted it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll see something, a Bible verse. I was like, oh, that's Ed Story. Yep, sure enough. I go back, check in. And you got to team up with him against me like that?
Squirrel!
Really? All right. Animals are amazing. As a child, I read a story. Oh, this is my baby Cinderfer. How you doing, baby? Animals are amazing. As a child, I read a story about Jacques, the Red Cross dog, in a school book from 1935. It was one of my favorite stories, probably why I love German Shepherds. And then she says, oh, oops, hey, Vic, baby. Good morning, Vic Heads. How you doing, baby? Looks like it'll be a quick chat box today. Release the squirrels. Release the squirrels. Don't you cuss on this here segment intro. Did I cuss on a segment intro? I don't think I cussed at all, actually.
Don't you cuss on this here radio.
I did not.
Just a warning.
Okay. It's like prophylactic.
Prophylactic, yes.
Yeah.
Prophylactic audio.
Prophylactic audio. Poor Dante. I don't know Poor Dante. Do you know
Hey,
Poor
it's
Dante?
good to see you.
Hey,
There we go.
how you doing?
Hey, Vic and Ken. I was working in St. Louis proper for 3 months and found News Talk STL. Love your award-winning show. Thank you. Now I'm back in KC watching you guys on Rumble. Keep up the good work. How you doing, man? Thanks. Sorry you're not here.
Yeah.
Hi, Poor Dante from Cinderfer. Welcome home. Cinderfer, I'm watching you. Don't you cheat on me with anybody like Poor School choices needed in Missouri. That's DLW. 1904. Facebook chat. Facebook chat is the Don Swayze of the chats.
We've always maintained this, and it's never been proven wrong. Competition makes things better, makes everything better.
Yeah.
And if you have school choice, that's going to make the public school system better. It just will.
There's no doubt about it. We've had Corey DeAngelis on here talking about it. We've had local people talking about it. Those micro schools are a great idea.
Oh, wonderful idea. Yeah. It'll put a fire under the butts of some of these school boards.
Yeah. I mean, what happened at Francis Howell was just a disgrace.
Oh, big time.
Jane and Lauren.
Well, they're going to pay the price, though.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
I hope so.
It sucks.
Looking forward to hopefully seeing you two at the Veterans Memorial in St. Peter's on Monday. Whoosh, my brothers.
Whoosh.
DW 1904. I already used Don Swayze a couple weeks ago. After listening to Vic sing again, I had to get a cold washcloth and dab myself. What the?
That's actually a compliment,
I
Vic.
think it is, because there's fire.
Wow.
What was I singing? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Was it downstairs at Danny's All-Star Joint?
No, it was before that. You said something else.
All right. And our final chat of the day, Cinderfer. Love you, Vic, baby. Just being friendly. It's okay. Just watch. Don't be too friendly with poor Dad.
How you doing?
I'm watching. I'm very jealous. All right. That's all the time we have for the chat box. Ken, let's get out of here. Yep.
That's why you wanted to hurry up and get out.
Here we go. Ready? Downstairs at Danny's All-Star Joint. They got a jukebox. It goes doit, doit. I love that. Doit, doit. Sits in the back all day. Hey, baby, there's this cat down there. Cat.
A cat.
I come in strutting my luck in my shoot coop. Cecil wakes upon me. My coin says $30 in my pocket. What you doing?
Why would you do
Because it's one of the greatest songs of all time. All right. Wheel of Audio Clips is next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL, celebrating our 5th anniversary with the country celebrating their semi-quincentennial. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. Wheel of Audio Clips next.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. Vic and Ken. Ken's a cat. He plays saxophone. Vic owns a cat, and he has cat-like reflexes. The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
On the next
Larry Connors, USA.
The story behind the story. This date, 1966, the police Miranda warning became law.
Larry Connors, USA. Now, weeknights 6 until 8 on News Talk STL.
The Herzog Tomorrow Foundation provides private school tuition scholarships through Missouri's new Most Scholars program to cover the cost of accessible, high-quality schooling.
Hi, this is Myella Esser with the Herzog Tomorrow Foundation. Our private school tuition scholarships wouldn't be possible without the support of generous Missouri taxpayers. If you're a Missouri taxpayer interested in redirecting your tax dollars and sending them to Missouri students in need of a better education, please contact me at herzogmostscholars.org.
Better education for students creates a better tomorrow for all.
Learn how you can help provide a better education for Missouri students at herzogmoscholars.org. That's herzogmoscholars.org. Also, sign up for The Lion, an initiative of the Herzog Foundation that carries articles covering a wide range of issues facing American families and culture. herzogfoundation.com. That's herzogfoundation.com.
Oh, Hank, what a wonderful spider web you have built for us. I love this fabulous space we have right here in the corner of the kitchen.
Thanks, Charlotte. I think I'll build us a vacation web in the coat closet. Oh, no. It's the pest control company again with those green wheels. They always kill the mood.
This is Derek, the owner of All Solutions Pest Control. Give us a call today at 636-486-7888. We'd love to help you out. Learn more about our special $67 offer. You can visit us online at allsolutionspestcontrol.com.
If a pest-free home is your goal, call All Solutions Pest Control.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
The only reason the border is not secure is Donald Trump.
We have rescinded so many Trump immigration policies, it would take so much time to list them.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Is that me?
That'd be you.
Very quickly, Ken. Danny's All-Star joined by Ricky Lee Jones. Jeff Porcaro on the drums. Willie Weeks on the bass. Fred Tackett, who is now in Little Feat on guitar. Dr. John. Hey, you listen to me? Dr. John on piano.
Yeah.
Chuck Finley, Tom Scott, Ernie Watts on the horns. Michael McDonald on the backup vocals. It's an unbelievably great song.
Unbelievable.
I didn't mean to scare you there. I just...
Well, you're...
I'm
trying to...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, now you're old.
Oh, my God.
Now it's old.
I threw it all out. I threw it all out. I thought... I just... Go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, first of all, it's time for the wheel of audio clips, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Vic.
Wheel of Audio Clips!
Brought to you by Johnson Heating and Cooling, making homes comfortable all year round. 636-332-4141. It's America's favorite game show, the Wheel of Audio Clips. Here's the host of Wheel of Audio Clips, Vic Porcelli.
Thank you, Jim Modrick. Studio audience! Man, what's a guy got to do to get some applause from the studio audience?
Yeah, you're in here like trying to get my attention. I'm working over here, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Come on, Ken.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you know anything I have to say is important, especially when it comes to Ricky Lee Jones and Danny's All-Star joint?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Wheel of Audio Clips.
Yes, it is.
Where we play these audio clips all week. Ken does a great job collecting those and then playing them for us. And then he names them. You know, he's got little pet names for them. No, he doesn't. But he puts them on the wheel, and then wherever the wheel stops is what we play. So, Ken, are you ready to spin that wheel?
I am ready, Vic.
Go. All right. The wheel looks bigger today.
I cleaned it.
I knew it. I knew you got the... Okay. Carmelo Anthony supporter. Is this the guy that got arrested?
No,
This Carmelo.
I think this is the big one with the mom.
Oh, right. Okay, let's hear that.
What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
I have a suggestion for her. Tell them that they shouldn't stab someone in the chest because of a disagreement. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. Can you play it again?
Yeah.
What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do at this point?
Stop.
What?
What do you want us to do it? What, you mean we can't just kill people? I'm trying to figure out the relevance of what she's saying.
And on social media, that's the big question is like, okay, I get what you're trying to say, but so you're saying you want it to be okay to kill somebody. If someone disagrees with you, just stab them right in the chest, right through their heart.
What kind of, I don't know. All right, spin the wheel.
Just aggravates me.
I guess you, Kenny. Don't yell at me. I didn't do it. What do you want us to do? We have to kill people. It's what we do. What do you expect us to do? Oh. I can't read it from here, Ken. It's so far away. The wheel is so far away, even though it's big. I can see that now. Okay, so would you want to be the person who was the governor of a state who let your NFL team leave? Would you want to be the mayor of the city where that NFL team plays to leave that city?
Man, I don't get it. I just don't.
No, his name is Brandon Johnson, and, Bears called, but we were too busy.
Is my face straight? Okay. All right, keep a straight face here. The Bears belong in the city of Chicago. The Chicago Bears belong in the city of Chicago, right? And I've said repeatedly that the door is always open for conversations, Kevin Warren did call me yesterday. We didn't get a chance to connect, and I still firmly believe that their best position is in Chicago, and it's evidence. The evidence is clearly speaking for itself.
So,
he said nothing there.
I just want to make sure I got one thing straight. One thing we know, the Bears are this close to playing in Indiana, Hammond, Indiana.
Yeah.
Which is by the way, a bit of a metropolis. They have casinos and stuff there, and they call it Chicago. Like in the World Series of Poker Circuit events up there, they call it Chicago. So Hammond is that close to Chicago is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But when your team is going to leave, Soldier Field, really? They're going to abandon Soldier Field for a team that's been in the NFL since like 1928 or something like that? And they're just going to let them go. Oh, the Bears called. Tell them I'm busy.
Right. Well, they called, but we just couldn't connect.
Yeah.
You'd think it would be a little bit more important for him.
What could he possibly be doing? Clearly, fighting crime was not what he was busy with, that he couldn't talk to the Bears.
We thought Beetlejuice was bad for Chicago, the previous mayor. This guy's worse.
I forgot her name already. 2 L's.
Yeah. Lori Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Lightfoot, who was light in the feet, as it turns out.
She was.
Right? All right. Let's spin the wheel before I get in trouble.
Light the feet.
Mayor, the Bears,
they're going to leave.
They're on the phone. Tell them I'm busy.
Yeah, take a message. I'm working on something else for my hair.
Oh.
I'm fixing my hair right now.
Ken.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This is House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who, by the way, President Trump is a lot older than Hakeem Jeffries, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
President Trump has lived in New York longer than Hakeem Jeffries. What do you say?
Longer, I would say longer. I'd argue that longer than he's been alive. But
you know what? That's not even an exaggeration. And President Trump has been a Knicks fan forever. But nope, Hakeem Jeffries thinks of it differently.
So I've had a few things to say about Donald Trump going to the Knicks game.
Yep.
And, at this point, it's game day. And I think Knicks fans just want to enjoy Game 3, the first home game that we've had in 27 years. But it also is not clear to me that Donald Trump is a big Knicks fan.
No.
Does this guy even know the difference between Karl Rove and Karl Anthony Towns? I don't think so. He's just injecting himself into the NBA Finals because he always has to bring the MAGA circus into town.
Into town.
He's not nothing written down. He's just shooting from the hip, I guess.
Using his hands to be very strategic and place everything in its spot.
And the cadence has to be just like that.
Exactly. And the man has no idea what he's talking about. But this exemplifies him in the position that he is in Congress.
You better watch how you talk when you talk about me.
Now, listen. Here's the thing about this. He does it. All Democrats do it. They talk in vague terms, general terms, to try to make a lie into a point.
Yes.
Knicks fans don't want him there. I'm sorry. Are you saying all Knicks fans don't want him there? Because I don't think that's true.
I know that's not true.
I think more than half the house was for him that night.
Yeah, because you heard boos, which you expected. You expected that.
Of course.
Because you have celebrities there and all these piece of junk people.
Mm-hmm.
But you also had USA,
exactly.
USA.
Exactly.
And it was louder than any boo I heard.
But let's compare it to the American people are not behind this, whatever it is that Trump is doing.
Right.
The American people.
No, they're not.
Same thing. Knicks fans, American people.
No. I talked to every one of them. I actually called each person just before I got on here with you.
Yep.
And the American people don't like this.
I just, and we let them get away with it, Ken. That's the thing. Nobody's there to tell Hakeem Jeffries that not all Knicks fans don't want him there.
Right.
Stupid ass. All right, spin the wheel. So, the American people, they're just not on board.
Those American people, they don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, here you go. So, Hakeem Jeffries says that Trump has never been a Knicks fan, but yet NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says that Trump, been a fixture at Madison Square Garden for quite some time.
And I'll also say about President Trump, I've been with the league for a long time. I ran NBA Entertainment years ago. He did an I Love Kids game spot with us. He was a fixture at NBA at Madison Square Garden. You guys remember, all of you, when you played here, not Draymond, but back in the old days, he had courtside seats. He was here all the time. He was at drafts, so he's a genuine Knicks fan.
He's a genuine Knicks fan. He might not be able to give you the starting lineup for the World Championship Knicks of 1993. You know why? Because there was no World Championship Knicks team in 1993.
Right.
Let's start there. 1973 was what Kathy Hochul was trying to say. Hakeem Jeffries says that he doesn't know anything about basketball or the Knicks or anything else. And here's the NBA commissioner. And I got to think, boy, I hate to say this, but I'll say it. Just by looking at him, he doesn't look like a big conservative guy, Adam Silver.
No.
But he said President Trump was a fixture at Madison Square Garden. He had courtside seats. He was here all the time. He's a genuine Knicks fan. Now, I was at Madison Square Garden many times, probably not as many as President Trump. Certainly never got to sit courtside. But we used to go to Saturday afternoons. They used to have college basketball doubleheaders. And two, not the hottest college teams in the country, but pretty, Jacksonville. I remember seeing Jacksonville play. And when I was young and we went to one of those, my dad took me, and Red Holtzman, who was the coach of the winning 1969-70 and 73 championship teams from the Knicks, was just sitting there watching games,
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to go get his autograph. So I'm so stupid. I took a bag. I think that my pretzel came in, and I ripped off a piece of the bag. And I said, Mr. Holtzman, can I get your autograph? Well, sure, son. He wrote Red Holtzman and then scooted me away. No, he didn't do that. But I just got out of the way, and I had Red Holtzman's autograph for a
You're
while.
no Knicks fan.
Well, right. Not like Hakeem Jeffries.
Right.
And an autograph does not make you a super fan of any kind.
No.
Knowing the team, knowing, the 73 team, for example, right? Earl the Pearl Monroe. You've heard of Earl the Pearl Monroe. He was on the 73 Knicks. But in 1969 and 70, and I'm saying those 2 years because the season started in 69, ended in 70. So one season. During that year, Earl Monroe was the enemy. He played for the Baltimore Bullets.
Oh, okay.
And he was great. Loved the Pearl, but we hated him because he wasn't on the Knicks.
Right.
And then he got traded to the Knicks, and he immediately became Earl the Pearl, my man.
Hmm.
And, I don't know how much Hakeem Jeffries knows about that. I don't know how much Hakeem Jeffries knows about the 69-70 Knicks. Honestly.
You better watch how you talk when you talk about me.
Yeah. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? All right, spin the wheel. This is fun, isn't it, Ken?
Yeah. Which one?
Oh, my goodness. The reflecting pool. Did you see pictures of the reflecting pool before President Trump made it beautiful
It
again?
looked brown.
It looked like a ghetto.
It did, but the water was dirty brown, but also the concrete or the marble was all just dingy color.
And cracking.
Yes.
So Donald Trump cleaned it up. A Democrat in D.C. says, yeah, looks great, and I hate that.
I thought it was a stupid idea to paint the reflecting pool, but y'all, it looks good. It actually looks really good. Like, it makes the reflection look extraordinarily prominent in a way that it did not look before.
And
I hate that.
Okay.
You hate that.
So the reflecting pool is supposed to reflect the Washington Monument. That's why they call it the reflecting pool.
Did you see the recent picture in the dusk?
No.
It was so it's
breathtaking, right?
It was. I looked at this can't be real, and it was.
Unbelievable. And she hates it because President Trump did it. All right, we better move here, Ken. We got time to do a couple more, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
How about one more?
One more.
It's the wheel of audio clip. This is just a reminder of the greatest end to an interview in history.
And what does it say on the other part of that?
Well, do it first, and I'll say it.
We traveled all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
Oh, my goodness. That was the microphone. That was the lavalier microphone that President Trump said, nope, sorry. All right, that's all the time we have for the Wheel of Audio Clips. This is Vic Porcelli saying, please help control the liberal population. Have your liberal spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody. All right, that's it. We're done. Jamie Allman's next.
You have the record player on at night.
Yeah. We'll see you Monday.
News, analysis, opinion.
Democrats are the ones that are saying we are too stupid to have an ID to vote. I call it the soft bigotry of low expectations.
101.9 and 94.1.
Number one for conservative talk.
News Talk STL.
Rhino Shield is engineered to outlast paint, formulated to outsmart the elements. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, mold or mildew. Our home exterior coatings intelligently designed to stand up to Mother Nature. Call 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child disappears. That's 2,000 children every single day. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization fighting to bring them home, but we can't do it without you. Your unwanted car, running or not, can help find missing kids, reunite families, and support the search and rescue efforts that protect children every day. We'll pick it up fast and free with a 24-hour response, and your donation may qualify for a tax deduction. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help locate missing children and educational programs that teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators before it's too late. Together, we can give families hope and bring children home where they belong. Donate your car today and help bring a child home. Find the children, because every child deserves to come home.
800-757-1340. 800-757-1340. That's 800-757-1340.
This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
News at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Today is the day that a key U.S. government surveillance program that could be beneficial in the war against terror, but has some concerns about domestic surveillance, is all set to expire.
The surveillance tool, seen as vital in preventing terror attacks and catching foreign spies, is set to expire after congressional efforts to temporarily extend it failed in bipartisan fashion. Friday's expiration would be a significant lapse for the law known as Section 702. It's unclear how soon lawmakers will be able to revive the spy program. That's even after President Donald Trump said he'll nominate a new national intelligence director who's more palatable to both Republicans and Democrats than his initial pick. Still, there may not be an immediate drop-off, given that a court order from March authorized these government surveillance